the show! I am Wolfie Bane, your evil GM to today, and we are back with Geddon, the Center of Magic. The game that will probably kill these 5 individuals. Possibly in real life, we're not sure yet. We'll have to get back to you on that.
No. Just no.
I'm dead already.
Absolutely not.
So, starting from left to right, I will say also really hoping that Seth will eventually get here because he's currently grabbing a drink. Bob, say something!
Something.
And also remind the people who you are because it's kind of been a while.
Yes, I am Bob. I'm playing the Shadow Elf. I'm a sorcerer. Everyone sees a black elf that's everything's made out of shadow, basically.
With a glowing eye.
With one glowing red eye, because that's his magic focus.
And you're way too obsessed with this random sword you got made in a dream.
Yes.
Whoever made that is a genius, is all I'll say about it.
Speaking of self-proclaimed geniuses, Jay, say something and introduce your character again.
I'm a self-proclaimed genius who made that sword. I'm also very humble.
Yeah.
And very mutated.
Extremely mutated. Yeah, describe who you're playing as well, Jay.
Oh, I'm playing Smith. Words are very difficult to describe Smith at this point. He is an abomination against all of God's whims.
Even God, though God isn't allowed to be in this whim. Only the dragons decide.
Gods aren't allowed to have whims here, but if they did, he would be against them.
Yeah.
Oop, I just got to send a message. Ah, cool. Yeah, he's a giant armored pig man, currently.
Yeah.
With many other weird mutations, including several heads, several tails, several arms, several torsos, of varying shapes and sizes and species. And it's all going to go badly from here.
Only hope.
Yeah. Zara, say something and introduce a character again.
I've lost my glasses. I can't see.
That's a good intro.
I just had them.
Let me go
I
find
can't find my
them. You can
glasses.
talk.
Okay, can you find them for me? Thank you. My name's Zara. I don't wear glasses in game, but I do in real life. I am oh, that's better. I am a princess from a different continent, and I look like a Final Fantasy cat girl. I'm very magical and very prim and proper, and everyone should be scared of me. But I'm lovely, so it's fine.
Everyone should be scared of me, but
Everyone
I'm
should
lovely.
Yeah, I mean, I can, turn people into giant man bear pigs, so.
Don't forget your pink streaks.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah! Oh,
Yeah.
that's why I passed out, because I ate that chocolate.
Yeah, you ate chili.
Yeah,
You ate a chili
I ate
sweet,
chili.
and you have exploding pink hair now,
Wonderful.
which is dye-proof.
I'm slightly less prim and proper than I was when I started out then.
Yeah.
It's hair dye-proof. Exploding hair.
Wonderful.
Cav, say something, and introduce your character again.
By saying something stupid like I love you.
Oh, thanks, Dave. Love you too.
There
Get
we
a
go.
room.
Alright, so you've
I mean, we
seen-
are in the same
I'm
room.
doing my intro.
Get a
so
different
I'm
room.
doing my
Oh,
intro. I wasn't saying to Zara, I was saying it to everyone.
Yeah, he was saying it to Bane. Go.
Yeah.
You looked at me. You
'Cause
turned
you're
and
in the
looked
room.
at me, so you were singing it to me.
God. Alright, anyway.
Some people.
You've heard of Han Solo. You've heard of Legolas. You've also heard of Gandalf. Well, he hasn't got anything to do with this. But my character is like the first two if they had sex in a haystack. Yeah.
Plus
Okay.
I don't know what I
carnage.
listened to.
Plus carnage.
Oh, and there's this dude who has web things, and he has an arm, and he's red, and he's kind of like Carnage, but he's not. He's gonna lay the smack down.
I have a 9 tails. I have a 9 tails.
I think I'm going to talk like this for the rest of the session.
Please don't.
He's changed his accent.
This is the worst show of one-upsmanship I've ever
I don't
seen.
know what's happening.
It became very.
Hulk Hogan. He
Yeah.
became very Al Overnew, actually.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed, honestly.
Listen, brother.
I feel like 2 months of not having a session has like pent up inside of him, and now he doesn't know how to like cope.
Hey, I can appreciate that. Hype is real.
Yeah, I'll
Okay,
every time.
if you die, can your backup be like someone who is actually just from WrestleMania?
I have
Yeah,
actually.
I'll do
I
it.
I genuinely did that for a one shot not that long ago.
Don't
Well, listen,
encourage him,
You gotta take
guys.
out these vampires. You gotta shoot him with your sword.
That's how swords work. I know.
Yeah.
Seth, say something and reintroduce your character.
Hey, my name is Seth. My character is a monk who doesn't know his origins. He lost his conscience and wake up in a jail cell and knows about everything about the world around him, but not who is nothing about his memory has regained till now. He is also like Cap, likes to lurk in the shadows. He's a very sneaky guy. And yeah, his main goal is essentially to find out what happened to him, why he was in that jail cell, and essentially he was last to join the other adventurers.
I actually can't remember his character name as well.
Yeah, so his character name is Sethna, cause he doesn't know his own name, and that was a name or like a word that is stitched in his clothing, so he adapted to that on the fly.
My mummy Seth.
Okay, so does anyone want to do a recap of what they can remember? And every one of you that does a recap will get an inspiration die.
Oh yeah, I'm very good at that.
Yeah.
Last time on
Last time on DnD.
Oh, let me do that. Last time on DnD. Get
Oh, that was nice.
Nice.
Okay, our group finally managed to defeat another foe, or like flee from another foe. It was a giant underwater creature who emerged and wanted to eat us, essentially. We sacrificed all of fish we had on hand to make a dash. We came and we traveled to another isle that was habited by another adventurer who was very friendly and had a kind of quirky snake with him.
Kelly the snake. I literally have that written down in my notes for some reason.
Yeah, the snake was very curious and but lovely as well. We made friends with him, and he told us the direction to the next village of sorts, which was like a village that is more proficient like woodwork, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
There's very little metalworks there. Everything is made out of wood and natural plants and stuff. And we entered the village, and we came to the local bar, and Kev and me, we decided to try to get our hands on some gold. And I took a contract with him that essentially, in that village, there are two major companies, you could say, and the owner of one major company wants to get the other owners out, and we came to the conclusion that those three entities, who are the owners, share one mind. They're like three bodies and one consciousness.
I don't remember any of that.
You also say you say the owner of the other one. It's some guy who put up a bounty and he works in the blacksmith.
Yeah,
Far
but
as-
you
he has
said
got a lot of
some-
money.
Yeah, you said something that he works for or is like the
Yes.
other big guild in this village. Yeah. Meanwhile, Zara was adventuring with, I think it was Shadow Elf.
I went shopping.
Exactly. You were shopping on that regard, cause you wanted to find something for your new quirk. Because if I recall correctly, you now have a hair strain that explodes if being cut
Yeah.
I nearly killed one of the party members.
I remember that.
and blew up the card and stuff like that.
Yep.
And
I told you I'm dangerous. Everyone should be scared of me.
and while doing so, you try to dye and re-dye your hair a lot of times, and it worked
Mhm.
never the way you wanted it to be. So you are back to basic, essentially, with like one silverish or one white strain, and the rest is fairly dark, if I recall.
I think she has
Oh
a
no, it's pink.
no.
It's pink.
It's
Oh,
pink.
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 I think,
Okay,
I think she
so-
has a few pink strains at the moment.
Yeah, so it started out as one pink, and then it multiplied because I think when I was like knocked out, I had another dream where that
You did.
weird girl person came to visit me, and then I woke up with more pink streaks in my hair, maybe.
Zara,
Um,
can you remember their name?
I'm you.
It's me.
She
I am me, and you are you, and I am you.
she
and
was
you
saying
are
that
me.
a lot. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Uh,
remember that.
So yeah, and while doing so, we try to weaponize the hair semi-successfully. Like with the help of Smith, we made me one like throwing knife that has the hair attached, and while entering it should explode. But we never tested it out, and I keep it very carefully with me. So yeah, and after that, you got into the sweet store to buy sweets for everyone, and then there was the one challenge. If I remember correctly, that was where the session ended, where you had to gamble essentially if you could take the hottest sweet in that store, and you passed out.
Yep.
Like I think that's the gist of it.
Yeah, pretty much. Get an inspiration die there, Seth.
Thank you very much. That will come in handy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, you did meet the people, and the one part you did miss was that you'd set up a meeting at a this evening, I believe
Oh,
it was, with the
yeah.
owners of the fishing company. that
The
it was.
snake bandits.
They're not snake bandits. They're just three. They're just three very minor demons
Okay.
who seem to have one brain, as far as you can tell. And you had set it up in the pub, and I believe that Seth and Linus were planning to set something up, and I don't know where Smith was, but he was probably spending more time at the blacksmith because he just learned how to make ironwood.
Good.
Yeah, exchanging knowledge and gaining knowledge.
Yeah.
So, where do we start? Who wants to start? Who's fancying starting?
Would you give us the location of all our characters, the exact ones, so we
Okay.
can find easier in?
I believe Zariel and the Shadow Elf, I think, are in the cart because Zariel is unconscious. And will be for a while, if memory serves. Give me a second.
I feel like I'm just, I don't even know why I play this game because I'm like unconscious like 95% of the time.
We'll say you're unconscious for like another 15 minutes or so. It'll be not too long.
Okay.
Seth and Linus, I believe, are creeping through back alleys to get back to the tavern, but you haven't arrived yet. And
We also leveled up at the end of the
You-
session.
I forgot about that actually, but yes, you did.
Wait, so did I.
Yeah, we should all be 7 now.
Sure.
Oh.
Yeah. I
Do
may
you-
need to
Oh, no.
address things as well
I-
because
I leveled up, I just didn't do the spells because cleric spells are a nightmare.
Did we all level up?
yeah,
Apparently.
we should all be 7 because
Oh yeah.
Remember, in Geddon, you get max hit points and other things. Oh yeah, Cab, I think you get evasion now, actually.
Yeah, we did this last time, I think.
Did you?
I did my homework. I essentially leveled up.
Yay!
I'm level 7 and I have all my stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm 7.
I've leveled up, but I now have the in-character thing to do.
Yes, you do. That'll happen probably in the tonight section. So it'll
Okay.
be after the meeting. Though you can still use your abilities.
I'm sorry.
I'll say, Bob.
Okay.
but the story beat will happen later if it comes up, essentially.
Will do.
Okay. So let's actually start with the two in the street. Okay. You two are basically creeping through the waterlogged back alleys of this town, Seth and Linus. There's a few people on the streets, but there's not too many. If memory serves, it was early afternoon. You guys currently work? So, go. Just
I think we'll continue the plan and get back to the group and discuss matter at hand.
Yeah,
Back
I
then,
think we just got to figure out what's going to be the easiest way to get the most money and without screwing ourselves over.
Yes, that was the plan.
Yeah.
So I guess
Okay.
we'll walk back to the tavern.
Yeah, we go back to the blacksmith, I think, because there we left, and Smith wanted that we come back to him when we're done with our task. So,
Yeah.
I'm thinking heading to the blacksmith, to the smithery, would be wiser.
Cool.
Yeah.
Make me perception checks, you two. Nine. Unless you have something that's giving you advantage. I don't remember if you do or not.
But no, I don't have any skills or stuff.
Okay. Then you two do not notice anything.
I'm looking at Kev and I'm just saying I have a bad feeling about this.
I'm just like, yeah, get used to it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's very fair.
Actually, no, I say that's my line.
You can repeat it if you feel
Yeah.
comfortable.
I have a bad feeling
I agree. Wholeheartedly.
Okay, you guys make it to the blacksmith without incident.
Our bad feelings were wrong.
Were they?
I'm never listening to you again.
Were they indeed wrong?
I don't know. Maybe it's
I think
just
that's
one
my line. Yeah, we look for Smith essentially.
Yeah, Smith, what would you be doing? You've been at this blacksmith learning how to do... It's essentially like a metal carpentry work, admittedly, but...
Well, surprising no one, I'll probably be doing some metal carpentry work. No, gotta like put it into practice. Like have a few practice attempts at making stuff.
Okay, make me a Smith's Tools check.
Okay, with what skill?
The Smith's Tools, you have that as a skill, remember?
Oh yeah.
You got a 35. It's a pretty good roll on a d20. What would you like to make?
Man, out of this stuff, I don't know. Let's start with something simple, eh? You know, there's one member of the party I've not made a cool weapon for, so let's make something cool for the monk. What weapon does the monk use? Usually?
Essentially, I'm a sword guy, short sword guy, or throwing weapons. But you made me a weapon already. You made me the makeshift
The hand grenade.
Zarathir
Right.
throwing deck.
That doesn't count. That was just an excuse to make
That's just
something
a
that
gimmick.
explodes.
Okay, yeah, I'm a...
That one
I'm a
was
big-
that one was for me. This'll be for you. You know what? I'm like, he's basically a ninja, so I'll just make the classic ninja weapon of a katana. 'Cause why not?
katana
How about-
or wakizashi? Like,
how about-
the difference would
Have
be
a
in-
have a wooden katana. You know, that's a very original weapon.
It's just
a
short.
wooden katana.
It's one of those training swords, essentially. It will still count as a short sword, don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Okay, so what that... Yeah, you literally just make one of those classic, like, we're going to Kyoto training swords, but sharp.
Yeah.
And it's like a silvery blackish colour. Okay, what this has... first of all, it is a +2 weapon. Which is
Okay.
not bad.
Someone should write this down because I'm not.
Yeah, I'm putting it in my inventory already.
It is a +2 short sword, it also has the quality weightless, which means it literally does not have a weight to go into your
Convenient.
inventory. It feels very nice to wield. It floats on water.
Makes sense. Does it just float on water, or can it carry stuff as well, like
It
keeping
can
me above water,
carry.
essentially?
It can't really carry you. It could carry a very small thing.
Okay.
I will go like if like we'll gauge what it is, but basically it's just very very light. In addition, you get +2 to hit rolls with this weapon. In addition to it being a +2 weapon.
Oh, so it's a +4 on hit. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's basically its weightless quality. That's kind of Ironwood's thing, is that it's really really easy to use.
Thank you very much. I graciously accept the gift.
It's
At
just
some point, I will start charging you for weapons.
You got
you know.
35, so you can make it magical. What kind of magic would you like to put in it?
Please be useful.
No,
Let me
that's a good
let me
question.
just remind you before you pick your decision. I am a lightning user already. There are things that could go well with lightning. And some not.
I have just been watching stuff about Demon Slayer.
Nice.
You know the thunderclap attack thing?
Yes.
Let's stick that bad boy in there.
Oh, the thunderclap. It's been a while since I've been watching Demon Slayer. I'm trying to remember it.
The guy that is super shy with the orange hair and the yellow clothes, but when he gets unconscious, he unleashes his full potential and he zips around through the area.
Him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember him.
I'll let him stack his magic in there if it would work.
It would. Basically, if you use your natural magic on this weapon, by the way, I wish to point out, despite it being wood, it is iron wood, it's a special kind of wood, it does conduct electricity.
Okay, that's
That's
good
good.
to know.
Yeah, that's what I should point out, because wood is normally completely insulated and doesn't conduct electricity. This one can, because iron wood actually can. It doesn't give you any proof against lightning. It's just weird. It's made weirdly, essentially. It will essentially, if you use your natural magic to it, it'll give you +2d8 lightning damage on hit.
Okay, per point or in total?
In total.
Okay, so 1 point is...
Yeah, 1 point is just as good as the extras, essentially, for it.
I've basically
yeah,
given
makes
you
sense.
infinite smiting. That's
You've kind of
great.
given him smites, yeah. Lightning smite.
There's no downside to this.
That's very useful, thank you very much.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one for a 35.
Since you've made it, you are allowed to name it. What's it called?
Don't do this. Don't make me name it.
Smith.
You can give it a stupid name or you can give it a cool name. It's totally up to you.
Well, it wouldn't stick.
Well, the thing is
Boo.
Smith makes so much stuff that it would probably just be named like
Number
So-
159.
yeah, number
Okay, then
one.
it's Katana number 159.
Katana 159, the stick.
Ironwood test project.
1. KL Benno.
That-
Okay, so yeah, you two get back to see Smith just finishing up this quite nice, essentially wooden katana.
Firewood.
I look at it and I see it and I think, oh no, that's too well made for firewood. You
That's
peasant.
Ironwood. Get it right.
Ah, that one. Got you.
It's made of the same material
Man.
you see on like all the guards around town.
Yeah. I was seeing if I picked it up properly. Yeah. You can use this. Your weapon's not very good. You need something with better branding, made by an expert.
I'll take it from him and I inspect it thoroughly and look at every detail and every edge and admire the craftsmanship, and I'm totally like just focusing on that sword for that moment. just mumbling stuff like, "Oh, it looks very nice," and "Oh, nice, nice, nice." Thank you very much. That is definitely better than that sword I'm using. It like started to rust a bit from traveling through the swamp the whole time, so that will be very proficient. Thank you a lot.
Mhm.
It's the big thing you notice about it is fantastically balanced. And appears to
I'll-
have no weight at all.
Swing it like it floats through the air without any issues, and the handling is superb.
Okay. So that was that. Right, now then. So, are you going to fill Smith in on what the fuck you guys have been doing for the past, like, couple hours?
I'm after like carefully looking where I put that sword, that it's easily available. I say, Smith, thank you again for this weapon, but we need to head back to the group right now. We have matters to discuss that are urgent.
Yeah, alright.
Roll me perception, all of you, as well.
I got a bad perception about this.
I've got an average perception about this. Ooh, no, I've got a bad one.
You've got no advantage or anything for this, Jay. This
Yeah,
isn't
I
a
can't smell it.
This isn't a smell check.
I don't have any smell vision at the moment.
22...
16 tentacles and no nose.
Okay, yeah. So, Jay, to be honest, it makes sense that you wouldn't notice this. Because you probably noticed it a while back, to be honest. Or just didn't care. Seth and Linus, you don't see, Connor, who is the person who was paying you, essentially, anywhere, and you know he works here.
Okay. Yeah, we see him. I nod.
No, you don't see him anywhere.
Ah, okay. I don't see. Oh, and that's
Yeah,
suspicious, cause it's still work hours, and he should be there.
Yeah, by all rights, he should be there. You didn't see him anywhere nearby. And he should be in the forge.
Asking a co-worker about his colleague and if you know where his whereabouts are.
Hmm.
There are probably someone working around there.
There's a couple of apprentices, and there's the master blacksmith who was working with Smith for a while.
I'm asking an apprentice first.
Okay. Oh, Cora? I don't know. He goes off sometimes. Weird kid, that one. And goes back to business.
Did he go on his own? Is he with someone?
I don't know, he just wanders off occasionally and starts muttering.
So no one saw him leave.
No, is he not here? No. No.
But that is fairly common that he vanishes out of the blue.
Yeah, weird one, though. He always comes back with this, like, really haunted look on his face.
We will be either at our cart or in the tavern. Do you have a way to noticing us as soon as he arrives back, please?
I mean,
And there will be, of course, a small fee involved for your troubles.
Oh, well, if there's a small fee involved, you're at which cart, you say?
Out of character, our cart is like in the stables or near the tavern somewhere.
Well,
But
it's blown up.
No, it didn't get blown up.
he got blown up, but he didn't get destroyed.
It'd be somewhere near stables.
Okay, then I'll describe the cart. It should be fairly easy to see. We had like a minor explosion incident recently, and we find some weird creatures, like half of us. They are probably, don't be afraid of them, and just tell them when you get there, or the rest of us will probably be at the tavern. So I hand them 5 gold for the service.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'll, if I see him come back, I'll let you guys know.
Thank you very much.
Okay, now which way would you leave the shop, specifically?
Let's go out the back.
I'd lead from the front. Like, where the fuck would I go around?
Yeah, let's lead
I
from the front.
joined Smith and I'm like still having this sword around my belt and holding it and looking at it, so I'm kind of distracted at this point.
Okay, Linus, do you actually go out the back?
Yeah, I'm gonna go out the back.
Okay, make me a perception check, please.
I got a bad feeling, you know, and I need to find out.
Okay, you hear just around a corner, some like whispering and muttering and some quite urgent speaking. Most of it is Connor's voice, the spider that you guys were talking with earlier.
Yeah.
The one word that really sticks out in the muttering, because you go, oh, it's this person, is you hear the word Mark.
Hmm.
And he appears to be in a heated debate with something. And he's talking quite urgently.
I'm gonna dump all my cloaking magic and go get closer.
Okay. Disadvantage. There's actually double disadvantage. Okay, yeah, he definitely doesn't pass. Yeah, I don't think you can fail, but make me a stealth check anyway with advantage. Double nat ones do exist. Yeah. He got a 10 for reference. Was his highest roll. So only a natural one would have failed it for you. Yeah, so you get a bit closer. You see Death by Splinters. You see Connor, the kind of scrawny arachne. He's like hunkered down in like the back section of the smithy, like right out the back, in like a dark little corner, and he has his back to you. Both of them. And he appears to be talking really incessantly with something small in front of him. You can't see another person in the area. And you hear things like, there's a few of them, and they must be experiments or something like that. But you can't hear like entire things, but you hear like snippets.
You could be reporting to those magic user capture. Okay. Alright, well, I guess I'll probably sneak away and try and catch up to the rest of the guys.
Okay. Yep, that you have that information.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, you, Linus... Actually, you'd be still invisible, probably. So, how do you get back to them? You just... I know you sneak around. You just do.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, head back to them, and then just, like, as they turn a corner, I'll just, like, appear, just be like, oh yeah, so we know what's going on. Like, joke, shock, surprise. And I'll tell them all about this stuff later.
Okay. Okay, all of you make perception checks again.
No smell or vision, I assume.
This one could be smell if you want to use it.
I'll give.
We'll get to you
I'll
soon,
do-
Zara.
I'll always do things if it gives me advantage. Never mind. Big sad.
Oh? Is that what I think it is? Did you guys pass? You did! Thanks to them rolling a 2 and a natural 1.
Impressive.
Okay, you... which ones have you actually noticed? Seth!
Yes.
You notice that someone appears to be keeping pace with you, but not at street level. They're on the rooftops. But you notice there's some... Every time you guys turn a corner, they will turn the corner. Every time you guys, like, go in the back alley, they'll follow you along rooftops on the back alley. It's kind of... They're being very stealthy, but they, like, slip slightly, and that causes your attention. And when you've got... And you listen out for a brief moment, and you go, we're being followed. in your mind.
I'll stop in my tracks. And I'll take a kunai, one that is still very shiny. And I want to use it as a mirror while throwing the kunai just in the air and catching it back up as I'm just using it to distract myself from something. But in between, I'll use the kunai as like a mirror of sorts to see if my feeling were correct, and that my senses haven't doubted me.
Okay, make me a sleight of hand check to basically successfully do this. I'd say this counts as sleight of
I
hand.
love if it just goes through your hand.
Stab! I mean, natural one, it goes through Smith. It just kills him.
Man, he wishes it would kill me.
26, yeah, you pass it. So, that was a really good average roll as well, damn. So yeah, you catch sight on a rooftop. Like, just up and to the right. Being very, very stealthy indeed. You see... Let's see what race they are. Damn, okay.
If you say there's an elephant on the roof,
It's not an elephant, but it's not far off. You see an Uruk. Dressed head to toe in, like, dark, like, green, grey clothing. He's, like, sneaking along the roofs. He's paused and, like, has hunkered down while you are, like, stopped, essentially. But he is dressed for stealth, essentially. But you know what you're looking for, and you do catch sight of him. He hasn't noticed you've spotted him. But yeah, it's clearly an Uruk from, like, the build, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
They like, imagine Warcraft Orc, essentially. Like the ones from Draenor, like the brown skin one, they're like wooden. They're like essentially made of wood, these ones. And yeah, surprisingly light on his feet.
I'll start to walk again, and in that area where we are there any shops or are there any like businesses open?
Let's see. Yes. There's a couple of shops that are open. It's getting kind of later in the day now, but there's a couple of shops still open with some things, like little food shops and things. Mostly.
Perfect. I'm telling Smith and Linus, please go ahead. I'll meet you either at the tavern or the cart, but I got hungry all of a sudden. I just need to grab an apple from in there. Please just go ahead. Don't worry about it.
Alright, Smith, let's go.
And I'll turn the corner while keeping my kunai as like a mirror reflection of sorts, and want to see if he follows them or if he's on me.
Okay, let's see. Okay. He like does glance your direction, but then he goes and follows Smith and Linus.
The shop, are there like stands in front of it, or do I have to enter actually to...
It's a proper enter shop. It's
Okay,
like
so,
a grocery store, essentially.
Okay, so I'm heading in that direction, and after realizing that the person who's chasing us down is slightly ahead of me, and I want to chase him essentially. I want to chase him down sneakily, so I put on my hood that he doesn't recognize my face.
Mm-hmm.
After he's been a little bit ahead, and then I'll go after him.
Okay. Make me a stealth check. With advantage. 25. Okay. Let's see what he perceives. Ooh, close. Yep. You quickly like leap up onto the. Are you falling like up above buildings again, or are you just going to be continuing the street?
Whatever seems more convenient at that point. I mean, I'm very good at acrobatics. I could climb up, I think, a wooden building probably fast.
Yeah. I believe you can run on walls as well. I think you're high enough level to do that.
and I have grappling hook, so I'm
Yeah.
very proficient in like.
Yeah, you'll be able to get like better sight lines on him essentially from the rooftops. But if he does catch sight of you, it'll be kind of obvious. That's kind of the pros and the cons, really.
Oh, that's right. You said it, but you said also like the streets are getting empty.
They're getting emptier, and there is like water in all the streets. Remember, because it's kind of like a floating town.
Yeah, no, I take the rooftops then, cause when it's emptier, it's harder to hide in a crowd.
Okay, so you go up on the rooftops. He hasn't noticed you yet. You can see him. He's a good ways ahead of you. Still walking down the street, like mostly looking down, and like he's very good at his job. You can tell that. He's also moving very quick, similar to how you are.
Okay.
Okay. I must be going to pursue him. Are you pursuing with the intent to catch him, by the way, or are you just like keeping an eye on him?
No, just observing, keeping my distance, being very careful on where I step, and when he does like sudden movements, I'll wait a second to check out in which direction he's heading and look for the most optimal path and not getting spotted.
Okay. Then yeah, you basically do then, because he's fairly concentrating on the ground, and you've got a very good stealth score there. So yeah, he's moving very cautiously. He's genuinely following Smith and Linus fairly closely. Neither of them appears to notice him.
Okay.
So yeah, that continues. And as I guess if you're not going to engage until you basically get to the tavern again, and he stops and he's just like waiting and just watching the tavern. And he starts to like set up a little like nest. He gets like this little area clear, and he sets up like an observation post essentially.
Where? Exactly.
Basically, it's on a rooftop like a bit ahead of you, and he's just It's got a very good view of like one side of the tavern essentially.
And the roof is on what material is it made of?
It's kind of like in the picture. It's kind of like a very tightly together bits of wood.
So it's easily flammable.
Yes. Well, yes,
Okay.
I say that. It's quite damp, so it'd be pretty
okay.
tricky to light it. But definitely not impossible.
I'm just observing him while waiting a little bit. It gets a bit darker still, and or one of our companions arrives, and I hear them or see them arriving, but I don't engage on my own.
Okay. Then we can basically flip to Zariel and the Shadow Elf. Zariel, you are coming back to consciousness. You don't feel particularly well right now.
I see those tweets didn't quite agree with you.
No. Let's not do that again.
Well, no, but we did purchase some, so avoid
Maybe I
these
will
ones.
do it again. I don't know. I kind of want to do it again.
And you wonder why you're constantly unconscious in this game, Zara.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
Reality.
you do feel something
Kind
slightly
of.
weird, though. Normally, you feel like you are, even for recent times at least, you usually feel like you are getting like fairly. It's very hard for you to get like properly tired and things, and you realise you're actually a lot more tired and aching than you used to for the past few days. And then you realise you can't feel like any scrapes or scratches that you happen to have gotten getting better anymore.
Oh.
Your regenerating sword doesn't work for you anymore.
Oh, big sad.
What happened? How long was I unconscious for?
A while, yeah.
Few hours. For your reference,
I
there,
mean-
Bob.
Yeah. maybe couple hours.
Couple of hours.
Yes.
God, my head is killing me.
So is your stomach.
So is my stomach.
I'm guessing there's more streaks in pink hair now or something.
Yeah, there was what, 5, I think now?
5.
Believe so.
Not to alarm you, but you seem to have gained some new pink streaks as well.
Oh, for God's sake, not again.
Your little pet seems very concerned for you.
Yeah, pet.
It's like a fox cat thing, isn't it?
Bless you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a mini fennec fox nine tails type thing.
That your pet has not left your side either.
Oh,
Since
what a
you've
loyal
been out.
companion.
Make me a perception check, Bob.
Okay.
Actually, and Zara, I'll give you this one as well. With advantage for you, Zara. Thinking about it.
12.
12.
Perception
Yeah, with advantage.
advantage. No, I've lost all the buttons again.
Uh,
Okay.
23. Yeah, you
I can't
definitely
see-
make it.
Oh,
Bob, there's nothing particularly of note for you. For Zara, although. You saw something a little weird about your pet. Just looking at it generally, what colour is it normally?
I mean, it changes depending on its mood, you know? Sometimes it's like a light creamy beigey colour, and then other times it's like a dark obsidian kind of colour. Like a carbuncle. Oh yeah, like a carbuncle. Oh my god, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No, but I was thinking of like your fennec foxes are quite a light
Yeah.
light colour. Ninetails is beige! I said beige!
But yeah, it's got a bit more of a goldish sheen to it now. Whatever it's kind of like pale whitish at the moment.
Ooh,
but it's
that's nice.
But it's got like a gold sheen to it. It's not gold, I wish to point out, but like on the outer edges of its fur is like a bit essentially almost like blonde, essentially.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Would be the best description for it. It's got like a gold tint. Essential now.
it's shiny.
Pretty much, yeah. It doesn't at all look like an evolution. I also think it might have gotten a little bigger. You're not 100% on that one, though.
Well, do you think we should be getting back to those now that you're awake?
Yeah, I think so. I think I spent long enough out of action.
I mean,
It's getting dark outside.
Yes.
we wouldn't want to worry them. We just went on a very normal shopping trip.
Yes, it was, you know, nothing out of the ordinary.
Other than the powerful chili sweets.
And me being unconscious, so nothing out of the ordinary. Okay, let's head back.
So you guys go into the tavern, essentially.
Yeah.
Seth, you do see them both like get out of the cart and go into the tavern.
The moment they arrive, what does our follower do?
He like does maybe a perception check actually, just to, with advantage because you're specifically looking at him. 17. Yeah. Yeah, his head does jerk noticeably. It hasn't really moved much since you've done it, because I'm assuming Smith and Linus haven't moved outside at all. But yeah, his head hasn't like moved much when other people have gone in, but when those two go in, his head just like twitch a bit.
Before they got in, when they're still outside, I'm using the explosive kunai and throwing it like, how far am I away?
About 60 feet, I'd say, without having to make a stealth check. Without having to make another stealth check, you can settle down there.
Okay, 60 feet. Kunai's range is 30, 70. 70 then disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
So I essentially have to get 30 feet closer to make a clean throw.
Mhm. He also does have cover, I will say.
I'm not aiming at him, I'm aiming more at his legs. I'm using the explosive to make a bang so everybody hears it, and to make like a flash bang essentially that he's like surprised and overwhelmed by it, and maybe even like I don't know how the wood from the roof is intact, like that he falls down from the roof. That's my intention. Like I'm not aiming directly at him, I'm aiming more in his direction, somewhere around the wood.
Yeah, aiming at a
So-
spot near him, essentially. So,
Yeah,
yeah, okay. You're gonna get 30 feet closer. To get
I'm
within.
trying. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, make me a stealth check.
That will probably be the point where I will use my inspiration, but let's figure out. No, I won't.
Yeah.
I'm taking this roll.
Yep, 25 is pretty good. I'll roll perception. Oh, natural one. So yeah, you basically have plenty of time. He's not even vaguely noticed you. And you set up. You'll basically get advantage on this shot because he does not at all know. So you've got all the time in the world, essentially. So make me a kunai attack.
Just for my reference, I have now the one with the blade thing that lets me do... It's just extra damage and not extra hit, right?
Yes. The
Death strike. When you hit it... No, it's when you hit a target, not to hit a target. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm... 25.
25 hits, very much so. A natural one would actually miss, hilariously. Okay, roll me damage. And this is the explosive kunai, right?
It's the explosive one, and it's not like directly at him. For damage, we have the normal kunai damage.
Yep.
It's
I'll give you a sneak attack, sure, why not? If you have that. That's dependable?
actually have that. Oh yeah, sneak attack. It's
Oh, you've written it as
dependable.
dependable. Okay, that was just to confuse the heck out of me.
if it's a sneak attack or not. Okay, so it's 15, and the explosive one we said it's 3.
It is written down somewhere.
I have a 3 dice 6 plus. Let me do it in single rolls. Was that correct? No, that wasn't.
That was
correct.
definitely not correct.
How do I roll again? Correctly?
One moment. Is it was it 3d6 specifically?
Yeah. What's the command for it? Roll.
Slash
3d6.
roll 3d6.
You don't do the extra times. Just
Yeah.
add
That looks correct. Okay, thank you. Plus 2 die 4.
Okay.
So we have 9, that's 17, that's 23, and sneak attack, it's 30.
30 damage. That's what you needed. Okay, you throw the kunai. It lodges into the side, basically into the top of the building, like just behind the guy. It was a perfect shot. And you hear a boom as the kunai explodes. It does destroy the kunai though. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it's gone now.
Yeah. And the roof collapses. Taking the guy with it. And there's a ah! As you just like falls through into the building beneath him with a
what
crash.
the bloody hell?
Yeah, you guys can actually hear that from inside the tavern. It's quite a loud noise.
Yeah, that was the intention.
Yeah.
I'm rushing towards there. I'm using the grapple hook to set it up on top of the roof where it seems kind of stable, and I'm rappelling myself down before he has the chance to do anything while he's just in shock.
Oh god.
Yeah.
You find him in shock, to say the least. He's crumpled in a heap under like about half a ton of basically wood, and through his right shoulder there is a giant like spike of wood just piercing straight through him. He's bleeding very badly.
I'm ignoring that and I'm grabbing him at the throat and I'm shouting at him, "Why are you playing us?"
That's all the response you get.
I'm pushing inside the spike so he feels the pain, so he maybe come to senses a bit more.
He screams.
Why are you following us?
Make me an intimidation check with advantage. Also make me a medicine check to make sure you don't just kill him instantly.
Okay, I'm not very intimidated.
You're not very intimidating!
Okay.
Too much.
And I killed him on the spot.
You did!
Yeah.
Much pain.
That's why you're not intimidating. He's dead.
Okay.
Means
He's like,
would have got
"Ah!"
under.
There's a scream, and it leads to a gurgle.
As soon as I realize he's dead, I'm using my grapple hook and I'm getting back on the roof and I'm heading the fuck out.
What the bloody hell was that? Looking outside. Looking, can I make a perception check to see if I know where
You have to go
all this
outside.
commotion is?
You have to go
I'm
outside.
I don't
still
think we've
cloaked,
got
by
it.
the way,
Yeah.
and I don't want anyone to realize my
Yeah,
face.
make me a stealth check. Just flat with this one.
I don't think me and Zara got in before
He
blew
did.
that.
Doesn't my green hood, my
Did
dark
we?
green hood, gives me something against face recognition?
Against face recognition, you're hard to recognize, but it doesn't give you any bonus to stealth, specifically. It just means that, like, certain effects just don't apply to you, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah, you're kind of noticeable. Give me a second.
Guess I'll head outside to see what the noise was.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious. It sounded similar to the explosion that you guys heard from Zariel's hair, but Zariel is here, and her hair hasn't appeared to have exploded in your midst. So, you know, something's going on outside. You hear a scream, and an explosion.
Nobody stole your hair, right?
No, I don't think so, unless they did it while I was unconscious.
No. No one stole her hair while she was unconscious. I took her back to the cart.
Wait, you were unconscious again today?
Please,
Uh,
this is a running joke now.
She ate one of these sweets that we got. As a challenge to see if she could get them for free.
The danger sweets.
I like a good challenge.
Bet I could eat more than you could.
Uh,
Oh, eat this, just please.
don't
I'm just
think we
imagining
really
the
want to.
scene
Okay.
where like the rooftops collapsed, like a roof has exploded, you hear a scream and you're talking about sweets, totally casual.
Yep. He's like,
I
oh,
mean,
that was weird.
To be fair, my current assumption is if that's nobody stolen my hair, then it's probably that kunai that I made, and I don't want to get involved.
That's a smart choice.
Okay, Yusuke.
I'm not being blamed for this terror attack, okay?
It's a kind of was. For reference, you guys now start hearing, you on the roof, halt!
Oh shit. He didn't, did he?
I mean, let's not make assumptions. Maybe he was mugged in an alleyway.
That still leads to the point of where the fuck is he?
He's human, right, isn't he?
Yeah.
Our fella, good ninja friend. I'm just gonna be like, this is why I don't trust humans.
Yeah, that's fair. That's why I don't like humans. In front of the human.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
are
other
you
than you,
okay?
Fair enough.
you're a good one.
Are you okay, Smith? I mean, you did used to be human.
Yeah, but now I'm better than whatever that was.
Your human upper torso nods in agreement.
Yeah.
I'm. I don't think I'm going to get used to that anytime soon. Too many mutations.
All of Smith's, like, 10 eyes stare back at you.
Yeah.
No idea what you mean. But yeah, going back to Seth, Yeah, the guards have kind of noticed.
Would have guessed.
So unless there are currently, how many guards are in this area? Oh dear, 20 guards.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm making a run.
Yeah.
Going back up with my grapple hook. I pack my stuff and I'm sprinting in the direction nobody's seems to be in.
Yeah. Which way would that be? North,
Yeah.
apparently, which is away from the
Far out
tavern,
this.
essentially.
Would have noticed what's going on in the commotion with the 25.
Oh yeah, you've noticed that someone's shouting, like you on the roof. You're hearing all this, and
Yeah, would
a platoon of guards essentially like storms past. Of various
the one-
species.
Because I want to try something.
Okay.
I want to use my natural magic to make something that vaguely looks like our friend dashing off, look somewhere else in the rooftops, and like just instantly break it off and then do it somewhere else and just make it like
You
distractions.
haven't gone outside yet.
Yeah, well, I think we only got to the door before.
Yeah, I did that as before they got in.
Yeah,
I said
that's
that-
why I turned around and looked everywhere.
Yeah, I thought, okay, never mind. But yeah, you wouldn't have been able to talk to Smith and Linus then, because they've been inside for a bit.
All right. Well, yeah. I'm gonna at least try and make distractions for him.
Yeah.
Because I'll have noticed him if he was on the rooftops, and
Yeah, you
I
beat.
want to
You
try and
beat.
use my natural magic to make shapes like him just appear on different random rooftops.
Okay, make me a
to-
deception check then, Bob. Just flat.
Okay. Hmm. 22?
Nice.
They got a 25. They don't buy it.
Damn it.
Yeah, it wasn't fair. They rolled well. I'm sorry, dude. A 22 is a pretty damn good roll, but they got 25. So, yeah, they didn't buy it. Unfortunately, they all storm off in the direction that you assume the real one's gone.
Yep.
Okay, so this is gonna be basically, yes, some of them would be Lamia and Arachne. So yeah, I'm gonna need you to make 3 acrobatics checks, and then a stealth check, Seth, to see if you can get away from these.
That's not too bad,
That's not bad, yeah.
and that's not terrible either.
Okay. So this is their... Basically, they have to do a perception check to find you now, because you did pass the checks. Because you have to basically beat them on every single roll. And then they pass the stealth check with this perception. Oh dear. I rolled badly for everything apart from the perception check at the end.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, that's fucking happened. So you wait a good few minutes. You think you're free. And then you end up, like, glancing up just slightly. And you see there is a Lamia, like, just catches sight and goes, "Down there!"
Am I still on the rooftop?
Yeah. They also can climb to the roof. There's some Lamias and Arachne also can climb, so they would have gone up with you. There'd be others on the ground looking for you.
As soon as I'm hearing that, I'm taking a leap of faith and jumping off the roof and using my slow fall technique,
Okay.
my skill.
You're about 30 feet up. What's the slow fall? Do you not take damage after like 30 feet? I don't remember. They've got something for that. I know they take less damage, but I don't know what they take for 30 feet.
You can use your reaction when you fall to reduce any falling damage you take by an amount equal to 5 times your monk level.
Okay.
So I can use my reaction to 5 times 7. I can basically use my reaction to negate 35 falling damage.
35. Okay, I'll roll it. It is. I don't use the normal falling rules. I use different ones because normal falling rules are way too easy to survive. I will roll the damage.
I'm worried now. Never fall out of the sky, please. Anyone?
It's because damage from falling is capped in 5e, which I've never understood. You take a grand total of 36 damage, so reducing that by 35, you take 1 damage.
Okay, so I'm feeling just a slight pinch while landing on the ground. Okay.
You scrape your knee, essentially, on the wall.
Okay, so my health is now at 69. Nice.
Nice!
Oh my god, guys.
What's a meme? Come on.
It is the meme, and we are on Twitch. The world of memes. Hello, Errol.
So, yeah, and I'm trying to use any cover I can find to get out of sight, and then I want to, yeah, that's essentially the first step. Am I successful in that with a leap of faith?
Yeah, you're definitely successful in the leap of faith. You basically, because you just full board it, essentially. So you just bailed off the roof. You like duck into an alleyway. Roll me another stealth check. Errol!
19.
I'm being booped by a cat. Okay, they failed this time. Yeah, so they go, that way! He went that way! And then, like, you see him, like, rushing off. They see him, like, go over your roof, and they, like, they're above your position, and there's a few very minor demons and humans and other people who, like, crowd towards your alleyway, and they just go, that way! And just, like, all storm off. And after a couple of minutes, you can't hear him anymore.
I wait like a minute or two and then totally casually, as if nothing happened, stroll on my way to the tavern.
Okay.
Like I'm taking off the cloak and I'm hiding the dark green hood a bit beyond anything so that's not recognizable at all. Yeah, looking fairly normal, like nothing happened.
Okay. So, yeah. You make it back to the tavern without incident.
What did the team do meanwhile?
Yeah, what did you guys do?
What did I do? I didn't want to get involved in this terrorist stuff, so I stayed drinking and probably complained. Grumbled about this stupid ninja who's, you know, either been robbed or is an idiot.
I think I would have just stayed outside and kept watch and waited to see if they did return or if we were going to end up being short party member again.
If he goes to jail, that's on him. I'm not helping.
I mean, it wasn't that long. The whole chase probably was like 3, 4, 5 minutes.
Yeah, but it's about 5 minutes. About 5 minutes later, he just casually strolls back. How casual are you at the moment? Are you literally whistling? Are you doing like the innocent act?
No. I'm not that. I'm just going down like I just had like an apple at a store and I was 5, 6, 7 minutes behind the guys that arrived a bit earlier and casually seeing them, and I'm not smiling. I'm totally straight.
I will say, Linus and Smith have been in there for about an hour.
I had a full meal, of course.
Yeah, you just got
I was
distracted.
very hungry.
You just got distracted, it's fine. You had a lot of apples.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm seeing Shadow Elf and
Grocery shopping, I see.
I was just looking at some random goods. What happened here?
Did you get robbed?
You're in the building. They're outside.
No. My bad. I'll get angry in a minute, sir.
Give him a minute.
Zara, lovely to see you. You look different than.
She's even more pink in her
I
hair.
feel a bit different, you know.
Yes. Let's.
My god, how many times do you have to drop that? Sorry.
Let's get inside and we can discuss what we're up to for the rest of our journey.
Yeah, sure. Let's just head inside. So what happened here right now? I just heard a
don't
bang
know.
a few minutes
Mm.
ago.
I don't know exactly. Just some random explosion and the local law enforcement chasing someone.
The law enforcement, you say? Oh, that sounds serious.
Yes. Hurry up.
Yeah, let's just
Get an impatient kind of look from the shadow elf.
let's just head in. I need a drink now.
Okay, Linus and Smith, you see as the three of them walk in.
Dumbass, did you get robbed today?
Who are you saying that to?
The ninja.
Okay, no, I'm fine. How about you? I just was heading out, looking at some goods at the store. Sadly, found anything interesting, so I had like a couple of apples and just chilling there. How about you?
I'm a incite your bullshit, my guy.
With advantage because he's been for an hour.
No one gets apples for an hour.
24. Roll me deception there, Seth.
Sure, second please.
That seems about right.
Lying.
Even
Yeah.
like you get a couple of side-on glances from like a couple of random children who are playing like nearby. Even they don't buy it.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going straight to Cap and I say, Cap, I need you to do
Linus.
something for me again.
Linus.
What is it?
Sorry, yeah, Linus. Sorry.
What is it
Linus.
now?
I'm going right to his ear and I say to him, we have been followed and I chase our follower down, and as soon as Sarah and Shadow Elf came closer, I just wanted to distract him, but accidentally killed him, and now he may be still there dead in the rubble of the building and outside, and I would like if you could sneak in there with your abilities and see if he has anything noticeable, cause he was dead as I wanted to question him.
Okay. Also, when we were at the blacksmith shop and you guys decided to walk out the front, I snuck off and started sneaking around, and I noticed the spider dude that we were talking to was having some sort of secret meeting with some other person I couldn't see, or talking implement box thing. I don't know, my knowledge of magic isn't the best, and perhaps these two events could be linked. I just thought you guys should know.
Did you just talk that to me, or like to the group?
Yeah, kind of like to you, and then started raising my voice.
Okay.
So everyone else could hear.
Yeah, so you may head out now then before the law enforcement cleans up the space and finds them, so he take them and maybe he has some information like who he's working for.
Yeah, I'll go. That's fine. I'll take a look.
Thank you very much.
Okay. So I'm assuming Linus casually strolls out of the building.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do the rest of the stuff in the building for you guys, and then we'll get to you, Linus. This is all happening at the same time.
Humans.
All right, I'll have a quick cigarette now.
Well, we seem to be leaving a mark on this place, and we still don't know where we're going and what we're doing, especially about these things on our. Looking at towards my shoulder.
They're very obvious on all of you.
I go to the rest of the group and try to explain what happened in the fisherman's building with the three entities. I also written their names down. I'm telling them all about I know from Harry, Larry, and Mary.
Yep.
The Three Stooges, I see.
I'm very good. I'm very imaginative when it comes to names. And didn't at all take them from a name generator for babies that all rhymed by happenstance.
I tell them about the deal that I made with the guy at the blacksmith and like everything that happened till now, except the part with what I just said to Cap.
Apart from the violent murder.
Apart from the thing that we can all assume anyway.
There are things that hasn't to be spoken out loud yet.
Acts of terrorism, for instance.
What? What in blazes names is your plan anyway, then? I mean, I thought we were just getting supplies and some money here and then heading off, not causing
Mayhem.
mayhem and incidents.
And we're meant to be leaving this entire country as quickly as possible.
Yes.
I'm still for that. Believe me, we should head out of this village fairly soon. But before that, I tell him of the money, of course. I've got like 1,000 gold in advance, and I'm thinking 1,000 gold are still on the gamble.
Believe it was something like that. Oh no, it was. Yeah, you've got 1,000 gold in advance, 4 grand when it's complete, and the other the demons were offering you 10 grand to tell them who was paying you, essentially.
Yeah, so I told them about that, and I said to them, I thought that was a valid way to make some quick coin.
Yes, but you now need to decide where you want 10, which is good, but is also throwing someone under the bus who. Do we know about the were Arachne around here? The gods
Yeah,
or
The Titan.
the Titan?
You were told about them. You're not sure how it goes. You know they don't like their kids being killed, and technically the Arachne are their kids, but you don't know if she'll care.
Possibly upsetting a Titan in the area.
Who you are fairly confident you'll have to go by their territory, is the big bit.
Yes.
You're all
We
with
may
you.
need to pass through. I mean, I wouldn't want to be on the bad side of the Arachne in general, because they are fairly big people.
They are on. They vary in size. Like some of them are quite small. Some of them are like your size essentially, and some of them are like the bodyguard of the demons, who is essentially a giant tarantula man.
You know what? It's fine. If worst comes to worst, we can just hand them over.
Yeah. I'm agreeing 100%, Shadow Elf. The thing is, we needed some money, if I recall correctly, to rebuild the cart and to make it weatherproof, or like
Seaworthy. But it was
Seaworthy, yeah.
lake-worthy essentially.
Yeah, I need to. Well, I learned how to craft with ironwood specifically so I could get that done.
Yep.
I mean,
Well,
you
that's
still need
definitely
money
good.
for materials and
I'm sure we'll be fine. I mean, like, how much money have I got? 5 gold. Mm. That's probably enough.
those 5 grand could help.
You guys have some more money, remember, that you got from the dungeon. That wasn't chocolate coins, remember.
And in my inventory, apparently I've got 50 platinum.
Yeah, I believe Linus and Zariel are the ones that have a lot of the money.
Fine, I can just do some work for the forge to get the materials. It's not a big deal.
And I mean, I was planning on opening my cart up to sell some wares as well. I mean,
Hey,
Because we have to rebuild it.
you get it. It's better doing a hard, honest day's work than whatever the hell nonsense he's been up to.
I am a businessman, and the cart is still openable for a shop.
You've not got
It's not.
much stock, if memory serves, because most of it got blown up.
Yeah, maybe you could sell some chocolate coins.
It was all the dangerous stuff was fine, but most of your actual stock has been obliterated by Zara's hair.
I mean, I could look into some of the.
I believe you bought some
Nearby
herbs,
forest.
didn't you, actually?
I can look into some of the nearby flora and fauna around here as well and see what I can make out of that. I mean, it's not. I have lived off land to make my coin for quite some time.
I'm not arguing against it. I'm just saying that I don't want to spend the next 12 months here getting ready. to leave.
I don't think it would take quite as long as that, but I mean,
maybe before we make assumptions, we should just ask how much it'll cost to get the materials.
yes, we need to inquire.
I was wondering
If
when
it's-
someone would ask that.
Like, it's useless to just make assumptions about the situation we are in.
That's fair. I
We will
totally
keep
agree.
your plan on the back burner, but we need more information before we act too rashly, maybe, or get ourselves in some very hot water and are unable to leave as well. Because if the cart isn't ready, we can't exactly just leave.
Make me an intelligence check, everyone. Not you, Linus. You're not here.
Intelligence check.
I'm very smart.
That's not a save. It's just a check.
Wait, well, it doesn't make a difference. I'm not proficient in
Yeah.
intelligence.
I don't have anything either.
Zara. She's dead.
Unconscious again.
Already passed out. She had another sweep without you noticing.
Nope.
Hilariously, a 14 actually made it. It was intelligence check of 10.
Well,
You guys were all told that pretty much anything that you wanted, like most stock kind of things, you could ask the innkeeper. Boris the Arachna.
How convenient that I just remembered that.
You were told like an hour ago, to be fair.
You can turn around and ask her.
Him.
Yeah, we're doing so. So I'll head over to the innkeeper. I'm asking. So we have this car that it has been basically blown up in half. We need to repair it for once and then make it like into a makeshift boat to cross the lake. And how much will that be exactly? The
Oh,
materials.
materials for that? Well, assuming you'd probably be wanting ironwood if you're making a sturdy repair job like that. So call it 7,000 gold, probably. I have to gauge the size of your cart, but you're the ones with the ore rock outside, right?
Yes.
Which are, yeah.
how much would it cost without?
Then
I
yeah,
don't know
about
any
7.5 grand. It's the big cow thing that pulls the cart.
How much would it cost to get if we don't have someone else do the work on the cart?
That was 7.5 grand, assuming
Yeah.
you didn't have anyone else. You could do it yourself.
Oh wow,
That was just for the
that
wood.
is costing.
It's a lot of ironwood. Ironwood's not cheap.
I mean, where's ironwood even grow anyway?
It's kind of treated.
So, I think we're now on the topic that we need those 5 grand first of all to get this stuff. Or my intention actually was, after what Linus just told me, that we have an open discussion with Larry, Harry, and
Mary.
Mary. So maybe they are willing to pay us the rest of the 6 grand in order to keep their business intact and their wealth keep, and then we get the competition out from the both sides. So one of each has like to give us the money in some way so we are able to get out here fast.
Well,
I do wish to point out the offer wasn't 6 grand, it was 10 grand flat for telling them who paid them. Who was paying you? Not encouraging you either way. I will say.
No, I'm for that much money just for information, there will be more trouble attached to it than the actual job itself.
Well, straight up giving up the blacksmith doesn't seem like a very fair, especially considering they were the one who hired you first. So I'd be more inclined to help them,
Who?
and plus they may be able to help us knock a bit of time and effort off of rebuild.
I agree when you tell me who you want to help now. The Arachne that wants us to get rid of Harry, Mary, and Sally?
Mary.
Yes.
Mary, sorry. Harry, Larry, and Mary. Or Harry, Larry, and Mary to get rid of the Arachnes.
I would like to help the Arachne fellow because they can help us with a cart as well.
So
They have skill.
those three with what so I told them about the entity, like their quirk with being one mind and three bodies. So then we have to find a way fast that they leave this village soon, and they will be here in roughly an hour or two.
About an hour or so, yeah.
How many
Any
of
ideas?
them? Are all three coming, or just one or
I'm-
two?
You guys organised all three would turn up.
We managed to get all three together in here.
That seems like a terrible ability. If one gets punched in the face, the rest would feel it.
You don't know that they may know that the other has been punched in the face. We just know they share knowledge, not if they share the same nervous system. But we can
Oh.
try that out for sure. The thing is, so we're collectively agreed on trying to get those three rid of the village, right?
First things first, I need to. We should maybe ask around the village how much influence they have and what their opinion of these people are.
This might not even necessarily be something we want to get involved in, full stop.
Yes. It is better to be armed with enough information to make a good decision or a bad decision.
I mean, we need kind of a lot of money fast, and that
I know,
was
I know.
a valid way. And nothing against your tradesmanship and your ability to haggle, but I think 7 to 7.5 grand. There has to be a lot of stock being acquired and being sold, and that does take long.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's other ways of getting that money that isn't potentially screwing one of two groups of people out of their livelihoods.
We never told to murder anyone. We just either have to get the three to get out of the village and their business in any way, shape, or form, so they can relocate their business somewhere else. That's a valid option as well. Or we're telling them to get rid of the Arachne, essentially. So those two are in conflict with another, and we have now the opportunity to help either.
Well,
Or screw both.
I'm inclined to ask around and see what people's opinions of these people are before I do any more hasty decisions, because I wouldn't want to end up having more of the village against me than helping me, especially we need to fix things before we leave.
I agree totally on that. You have about an hour to do so.
Right, I'm gonna go to the bartender and just start a conversation with them and just generally ask them see if I can get their opinion on the shipping company, is it?
A fishing
company.
Fishing company, and see what they think of the people who are in charge.
Oh, those three! Oh, they're great! They brought a ton of business to the town. They did a lot of good job. They did turn up a bit weirdly at one point with a couple others in tow, but yeah. They hired a lot of work, they tried a lot of jobs. They're real good. Good for business for me as well. I have to say. But more people have more money. Also, they provide fish stock for me a lot, which is quite nice.
So quite an integral part of this village now.
Yeah! I mean, no one else was doing fishing work here previously, so... Well, no big companies, at least.
Let's destabilize the entire region.
And we met a fellow Arachne in the blacksmith. Know much about him?
I don't know every Arachne. There's plenty of us.
Well.
What's
have
his
you
name?
met what was her name again?
Connor.
Have you met Connor at all?
Connor. Oh, yeah, I seem to remember a Connor, like scrawny little chap.
I believe so.
Kind of weird. Yeah, they've come in here once or twice when the blacksmith apprentices get off work. They occasionally come here for their supper. Yeah, weird kid. Came in like a few weeks back. Bit strange, that one. Keep muttering to
So-
themselves and like wandering away and looking a bit weird. They limped for a
Fairly-
good while as well, but
So they're fairly new to here.
fairly, like year or so.
Fair enough. And I mean, how long's the fishing people been here too?
Oh,
I mean, I'm new to here. I've had a little bit about places here, and
I know you signed in here. This is where you're staying.
yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good few years, a decade, maybe a bit more.
Fair enough. Is there any other interesting places to see around here? I mean, I don't know how long we're going to be here. We do need to fix my cart, and we're looking for some coin.
Oh well, there's always the adventurers board over there, which is always useful. So if you want money quickly, you can obviously just set up shop and do things. You have to find your own stall though, and that takes a whole lot of things.
Yes, my cart is my stall.
Oh, it's meaning you have to actually pay for space.
I don't know how much.
Town
does it
needs
cost
money.
How much is it for space?
100 gold or something like that. It's not too bad.
Okay, very well. I'll keep that in mind. But
But
Thank
if you're after your cart being ready, you want to go to the lumber yard probably. Or we probably have enough ironwood here to do it.
yes, we did inquire on earlier how much it cost. We were just
Yeah.
weighing up our options to finance that.
Yeah.
Thank you for the information. I'm going to discuss with my colleagues over here possible ways to pay for the lumber.
Oh, it's a pleasure. He goes back
And
to
I'll come.
polishing a glass.
I'll relay that information I got from the Arachne to use just to save time.
I'm gonna go head off and see the master blacksmith if he's still at work. Why not?
They would be shut. They would have shut by now.
Damn it. I have zero capacity of finding him.
You have no idea where he lives.
May end up down here.
You may be headed for the pub, actually. Yeah.
Who knows?
I'm asking them. I'm pulling up to vote for the for three people that are in the tavern. What they're voting for, what to do now.
It does seem a bit strange the Arachne fellow just arrived and has suddenly come up with a grudge against these three who have been here for quite some time, so
He's probably not the one in charge of it, man, is he? If he's always skittering and nervous, odds are he's probably getting like threatened into doing this.
may well be, but I do believe the quicker money for giving up him may be beneficial now if these people are more established here and have brought good trade to this place and everything.
Wolfie, would you give me personally a quick reminder? Who have we exactly give up whom for the 10 grand?
Just Connor. He's the person who's paying you. That's what they said.
So-
Just the person who is paying you. That's all they asked.
And that was the official from Harry, Larry, and Mary, right?
That was, I believe Harry said that.
Okay.
It was one of them personally that said it.
Okay. I'm discussing things in a matter of if it would be possible that we talk openly to those 3/1 person and find a solution not to get Connor killed, essentially, because I don't want to be involved into a murder of an Arachne that could potentially lead to trouble later on.
I do tend to agree with you there. I mean, it's a weird situation to have find ourselves in, but I believe we've been in kind of weirder already. So I am quite inclined, as long as they are going to solve this without murdering him. I think it would also be a detriment to them to straight up murder Arachne.
Zara Smith, how are your thoughts about the topic?
Is Ariel, are you back yet? Oh, you're muted, I believe. There
Hello.
we go.
Oh, there you are.
I missed a little bit, so could someone catch me up, please?
Yeah,
Basically-
sure.
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Basically, the Arachne is fairly new to the town and has somehow come up with a grudge between against the three people.
I
and
believe they
don't know.
specifically said they put their family out of business.
Right.
Was their like excuse for why they have the grudge.
But it's kind of strange that they've only been there a little while. The other people have been here for quite a bit of time and are willing to pay us a lot more money to just give up Smith. Not Smith.
Give up Smith.
No.
Give
Yeah,
up the Arachne fellow.
That's paying you guys a bit. They've offered to pay you more than he was going to pay to just give him up.
Plus,
No.
Snitch on him, essentially.
Plus,
No.
if we chase out the other guys, they've been here for a while and established themselves well in with the town, which quite like them. So chasing them out might get us backlash from the town as well.
This is a tough one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find that weird spider boy.
Okay. And before all this, Linus will go to you.
I'm looking for that dead body.
Yes, you are.
Shit, I'm not liking waking up and finding myself in very difficult situations.
And don't
what,
be
this is-
unconscious the whole time.
Okay.
Oh.
Stop being dead. Okay, Linus, you are outside the tavern. You're fairly confident you can spot exactly where you have to go because there's a very large hole in a nearby roof. Which wasn't there when you walked in.
Okay, well, I guess I'll start making my way towards this large hole that wasn't there before.
Okay, make me an acrobatics check because you are not a monk, so you don't just automatically pass this, essentially. You're very good at it, though. Yeah, you easily, like, scale the building, climb up the top, and you see, yep, a pretty sizable Uruk, like, impaled and in a pile of rubble, in dark clothing, although now he's covered in blood, obviously, as well. Okay.
What was I sent here to look for again? Any items?
Yeah, what he has on
Yeah.
him, like information, like notes, anything that reveals who he would work for. That was
Okay,
the
well, I
plan.
guess I'll gingerly make my way across the scene of death and pat him down and check
the body.
Check what he's wearing first.
Okay, do me an investigation check.
And you're good at this stuff.
It's his job. Okay, okay, so he's got a little bit of gold on him, couple of weapons, nothing too expensive, like mostly stealth-based clothing, like nothing that'll give him any major bonuses, but just something that's kind of like inconspicuous, fairly good at hiding. However, with a 23 investigation, you see that on his left shoulder, not the shoulder that you guys have got the demon bark on, he has a tattoo. You might want to write this one down.
What's the tattoo of?
It is a bull's head with what appears to be stylized blood dripping out of its mouth.
Someone write this down.
A bull's head with what?
Blood dripping down.
Dripping from its mouth. Like imagine like the
Tattooed blood or real blood?
fake blood. Well, it's tattooed
Okay.
blood.
Yeah,
But
it's a
that's
tattoo.
like it's like a mark specifically.
Okay.
It's in a circle.
It'd be real weird if it was real blood.
It's got
I
real
mean,
blood
he
dripping
is
out of this tattoo.
impaled, so there's an high chance that it could have been real blood.
I mean, but then he'd have to have been like impaled through the tattoo.
That would have been funny, actually.
Yeah, that would have been very funny. I did actually roll for that. Yeah. So that's mostly what you find on him. Yeah, you get like 10 gold off him as well, and some general like a day's worth of rations and stuff. Just a little bit inane things like that.
So no fancy pieces of paper with stuff on.
No notes.
Cool.
You do find that tattoo on him though.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, actually, with
I'm,
a 23, you do notice something else as well. When you're like looting him and looking through his bag, you see on his belt there's like a little pouch. And you open it up, there's some like weird powder in it. It's kind of like glass.
Oh, I'm gonna give it to Zario to eat.
No.
Jesus. It's like ground glass would be the best description of it.
Yeah.
Why not give it to the alchemist to look
It's-
at, or
Yeah,
you give it to the
I will
cat
say
for
as well,
eat?
the pouch is not full of it.
Okay.
There's just some of it
I'll
in
take
the
the pouch of him then as well.
Okay.
Actually, just crack.
It's just crack.
Or-
Crack orcs, what can I say?
Classic crack or.
Alright, well I guess sort of my investigation finished. I'll return to the party.
Okay. So yeah, Linus very quickly like comes back in. Just as this discussion is finishing.
Yeah. Okay, Seth, I checked out the body. He didn't really have anything on him. He was just wearing, you know, your traditional kind of stealthy clothes. I did find this pouch, which maybe our alchemist might want to have a look at. It's filled with
Yes.
some strange material. I've got no idea. Looks like glass to me. Could be a smooth bomb or something. Who knows? Drugs.
Or fairy dust.
Fairy dust, exactly, Zario.
Maybe it's
I'll
sugar.
deemed alchemist anyway.
Guy might have just been really into sugar.
It's just
Maybe-
sugar.
Maybe if he deems it safe, you can play with it later. You know.
By the way, Cap, can you move a bit closer to your mic, please?
Okay.
Cheers.
Is that better?
Yep.
Yeah. And the guy had a strange tattoo on his shoulder. It was in the shape of a bull's head with like blood dripping down there out of its mouth. Now I don't know if we earned the ire of some sort of secret brotherhood of assassins or something. But, I'm gonna ask around and find out some more of this potentially.
Looking at everyone and asking, does anything come to mind? Have you ever heard of an organization or like a group who uses tattoos like this as their symbol?
Oh,
I mean, maybe I will have some sort of
every one of
modern
you.
underground stuff, right?
Yeah, every one of you, apart from Seth, because you have no memory.
Yeah.
Roll me a what would this be? Religion check.
Oh god, I'm not good at that.
Wait, religion's
Funny.
not real.
Religion. Here we go.
Oh no, they're religious zealots.
Oh dear, I'm not very religious.
Don't worry, Zariel comes from a different continent. Don't worry about it.
She's like,
That's
I'm
what I was
royalty. Who
thinking.
needs religion when you have power?
Yeah. Who needs religion? I have money.
Yeah.
Hilariously, Smith passes. Everyone else fails. It was a DC 17.
Imagine the cleric getting it. Imagine.
The not religious cleric, though.
The cleric who, like, adamantly refuses belief of gods. He believes in himself.
Well, he's had gods talked at him enough times that he remembers some of it.
But not
Yeah,
even
well,
gods have talked to him.
dragons.
Like, everything else has talked to him. He's never been spoken to by a god.
Well, more talked to about religion, and he just went,
If a
Oh, go
god
away.
talks to me, I'll acknowledge they exist.
Okay.
What does he remember?
Okay, Smith. You've heard of this ish before, or at least marks similar to it, not the specific one. They pretty much are usually like marks for some sort of organization or an order. Crazy cults occasionally just pop up, usually of people who like want to progress in some way. There's usually some cause behind it. It's that kind of mark is not... It's not common, but it's not uncommon enough that you as an adventurer wouldn't have heard of something like that. And if memory serves, you did get told about there's some weird cult people around like, at some point causing trouble.
Yeah, it's the mark of some weird cult, probably. Probably the one that we've heard about causing trouble around here.
It's not the Church of the Indigo God. You will also know that.
Yeah.
It's not to
That's
them.
not that one. I mean, that doesn't even have any indigo on the logo.
Just laugh.
Terrible branding.
I mean, like, reverse branding.
Maybe new PR guy.
Oh, nice. Okay, so let's just recap everything. We know that Connor is totally described as weird by everybody. He has a lot of money he shouldn't have. They are fairly new, and the reason he wants to get rid of the Stooges is because their family has been out of business, but we just heard from the blacksmith that they're fairly new here in town, so that doesn't check out. We know that the Stooges are fairly well liked here and bring a lot of work and stock here. So I'm inclined to talk openly to those three and figure out a solution without getting
Bloodshed?
Connor killed that
But-
put us on the bad side of the Arachnids.
First thing first, I want to go check out Connor, because if my hunch is correct, and they're never wrong, he's probably being threatened by some cult.
I would explain him muttering to himself in some sort of maybe magical instrument types.
There may be also the possibility of the apart cult.
I mean, we'll go find out if he has a tattoo. Easy. Either way, we can find this out if we go and check on him beforehand.
By the cult. Well, he was in the alleyway behind the blacksmith when we left, so maybe.
The thing is, the three guys will arrive here shortly, and I want to.
We'll have to split up, maybe.
How do we do this? I mean,
I have the brilliantest of all ideas just now. Shadow Up, you are the most diplomatic of all of us.
Yeah. I was gonna
Yes.
say that.
You and me stay here in the tavern, and we try to negotiate with the three guys. And Zara, Linus, and Smith, you keep track of Connor. Do we have any form of long distance communication?
I could yell really loud.
Yeah,
I mean, I've got a bird familiar, and Zara's got her pet.
I got my pet. Yeah, I was gonna
How
say
far that
maybe.
goes, though. I could tie a note to him.
You literally could like pigeon message with either of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so that should work out then. When you find anything out, that you immediately let us know what you found out.
I'll leave my raven hawk thing, whatever it is I've got with you.
I believe it's a raven.
The raven. I'll leave my raven with you.
and
Okay.
you can call your raven to you magically.
Well, he knows my scent. You
He'll
know?
fly to you. He knows where you
He'll
are.
fly to me.
He knows where you are.
I pick him up and I look in his eyes and I go, blacksmith. Remember, blacksmith.
It nods.
Come on.
Does
Come
your
on,
raven
Shadow
know
Elf.
Connor?
He was there.
I mean, I guess Connor was about when I was in the blacksmith.
You'd have seen
So,
from the
we-
description, like, weird little arachnid guy, you go, it was that one, wasn't it?
Yeah,
You-
so you could use your raven to track him down faster.
I mean, I was gonna say I could probably track him by scent. I wasn't actively trying to pick it up, but man, everybody stinks these days.
I mean,
I
you
was
can
more-
use your nose and like the eyes from above. Both got that.
I was
And-
more thinking the raven staying with us, and if any problems with your group, have the raven fly to you, and we know that as a signal for us to go to you.
Can you communicate with your raven over that long distance?
No, he can't.
So no, take the
That-
raven with you and use it for like the eyes in the sky, so you find them faster and may come to a solution faster.
Yeah, but I believe you can call it so it gets the instinct to just fly back to him from any distance, but he can't, like, talk to it outside of range. But I think it's, like, 120 or something like that.
That was more what I was aiming for. If
Okay.
it leaves our side, it is go.
So when the
Hello.
raven heads out, we know shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it that way.
Okay, so it's the Shadow Elf and
Stefano.
Seth are the ones who are staying, and the other three are leaving. So, which one do we want to do first?
Before we do that, may I ask for a 10-minute break?
We'll have a short break, yes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying. It's break time, everybody. Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying. I'm having
Okay.
fun. You guys are finally asking questions, thank God!
Well, I don't ask questions, I answer things.
You do!
Hit things.
Well, it's not a typical D&D session where you can go, I'm just gonna murder that.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just gonna murder this. Are you?
Yeah. This is
You
more,
can try.
more ask questions, figure out plans, and then move to action.
Educated murder. Making it.
Educated murder hobos.
I only ever make good decisions, okay?
Yes, very good decisions on your multiple arms, heads, and
Torsos.
You're-
other body parts.
You're allowed to sass me when you give up your own form for the safety of others, okay?
I already gave up my own farm.
Not for the safety of others,
Yeah,
though.
but not for the safety of others. You gave it up by being an idiot, and that's the key difference.
He's got a point.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't supposed to be the tank. I was supposed to be the person looking things from the back around.
Yeah. I'm doing my goddamn job.
Yep.
I hope Zara and Cab, you're enjoying yourselves as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to be awake, you know.
Yeah, you're conscious. Yeah, your sword, by the way, for reference, Zara, the reason why your sword doesn't work anymore is because, remember, so last session, your wild magic, your natural magic attribute changed from life to wild,
Yeah.
and that sword had a caveat on it that its regeneration only works if you have life.
I feel like that's very rude.
I believe I'm gonna have to reforge your weapon.
Yeah, or can you here, just take it back. And I don't want a sword. Can I have something else?
Yeah, she
Okay.
actually didn't get the choice of the sword, I've just realised.
I didn't get a choice. I just got given some pirate sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was
It's already
the session
not
that
really
you weren't
part
here.
of my aesthetic. you know?
Exactly, it was the one she wasn't here.
No.
I
It's cool
thought
having
you
a
weren't
sword.
here for, and it's because someone dreamed of you as a pirate.
I know. I think I'd have. What would I have? A staff. Can I have a staff? Oh my god, can I
Yeah.
have a staff, please?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
I guess I can make a staff.
Yay.
reforge a sword into a staff.
Yay.
I'm going to reforge this piece of metal into a stick.
Yeah.
A wooden
Ding,
stick.
ding, ding, ding.
You know what? A stick isn't particularly a useful weapon, so when I get around to this, I'm gonna make it look fancy as fuck. This will be a test of artistic expression.
What metal was that made out of as well?
I think it was just like iron or something. I don't think it was a particularly crazy special one.
I mean, you could make a staff out of the ironwood, which, since you've learned how to work with that stuff.
I mean, I got a bunch of stuff I could use.
You're not
Maybe
exactly
combine
short
them.
on most materials.
I have a lot of metal on me, surprisingly.
What metals do you have?
Oh, that's a fun question. I currently have, just chilling on me, I have 36 kitchen knives. 13 just random bits of steel kitchenware.
Mhm.
2 stovetops that are made out of a cobalt alloy. What else? Scraps of magic metal is something I have apparently.
That was when you bust out of your armor, I believe.
I literally do not know.
I remember you get. Oh no, I remember that was from the base of the fish tank. It's quite good magic metal, but you don't know what to do with it yet.
Yeah. And that's just stuff that's like, I've got like weapons and shit as well. Like I have Rock's old hammer, which I'm not gonna use because Rock's definitely still alive.
Well, there's stuff to work with.
I have scuba gear that 100% will not fit me. I
It'll
have
fit one of you. It will fit one of your body
Yeah.
parts. The small. version
With
of
the
your-
smaller version of yourself.
Yeah.
You make sure they never drown.
The issue is by the point they'd be drowning, my head's still above the water.
Actually, no, the smaller part of you is above the rest of your body. It's like in a little, like, howdah on your back, remember?
Yeah. He's on like
Oh,
the
yeah.
back of my neck.
And
So it's
he's
taller
also
than
your-
him.
He's also now your weak point, so you need to armor plate him.
That weird moment where you have to armor plate your second torso.
I do.
Just unbreakable box.
Yeah, I've just got to make a nice dome around it.
Nice little dome around them with an artillery. So they can just fire magic. You suddenly become the artillerist. Artificer.
Has anyone seen Battle of Five Armies?
Can't say that I have.
The Hobbit,
no.
the third Hobbit movie.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, you know where there's those trolls with the catapults in their back, and they like smash their fists into the ground and then like set up for a catapult? He's just turned into one of those.
Yep.
Amazing. I mean, I could just put like a massive like weapon on my back. There's like no reason not to.
Get a auto-rotating arrow turret.
Yeah.
It's called Repeater.
Yeah.
They do exist in this world. So the principle is there. They're actually in draw doors, so we probably know how to make them.
Oh, I could install a Dragonator on my back.
Where's my dragon?
We're essentially turning Smith into what you're trying to turn Purdy into LARP.
Not at all. I've no
Mobile.
idea what you mean.
The mobile artillery.
He chose it. I just recommended to him he play a rat ogre.
Yeah. And there was crossbow and fire at people.
Yeah. Just wait till Seth, you're back. Cool. We still got time. But yeah, I'm just super happy you guys are asking questions. It makes me so happy as a GM when players ask questions.
Oh. When is my hair going back to normal?
Never.
When you make a new character.
Oh my god, I don't want pink hair.
It's only partially pink currently.
Partially pink hair, sure. If I wanted pink hair, I would have designed a
If you
character
knew-
with pink hair.
If you only knew what I know, you would understand why.
Okay, fine. I will wait.
I'm not allowed to tell you.
You're not allowed to tell, exactly.
But how come he knows?
Because I knew it was irrelevant for him to know. So I just told him.
I wanna know.
You'll find
I
out.
gave him some hints anyway. I didn't outright tell him.
No, I know Jamie, and I've seen.
You know
you-
me though. I believe I told 2 of the party members, like, out of character.
You'll find out. It's not a bad thing.
It's
the
good.
kind of thing-
Nearly everything I give you guys is a positive.
Nearly.
Nearly. Except for the little guy on top of your head, which is now a.
I mean, it's still
3
technically
times
an
damage.
upside.
I mean, I have literal eyes on the back of my head. Things cannot sneak up on me.
You have a second person on the back.
You essentially gave yourself, by growing many extra heads, the alert feature without.
Basically. Admittedly, it's like a very large weak spot, but that's why I'm gonna get the dome installed.
Yeah, it's also got an extra pair of hands,
Yeah,
Mhm.
which
I
gives
can
him.
literally just have it there, like holding potions, ready to drink them in combat.
Yeah.
second head. Drink the potion. Drink the potion.
Give it grenades.
You could give it grenades. Very few. There's not that many things that can actually target it. So.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about you making grenades out of Zara's hair and just throwing it at people.
Yeah, can we? I'm not a weapon.
You can't
Fine.
weaponize her hair.
Surely, if we keep cutting the hair off, you'll eventually be fine. It'll get rid of the pink.
We need to find a way
No.
to throw her, and then she explodes but doesn't die.
I do want to point out, by the way, 2 things. One, Zariel's hair doesn't explode herself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she is
Oh, no.
unaffected by the explosions. And also, the hair grows back after, like, a minute.
It's gotta be like a certain point where it'll stop. Well,
So, you're safe from people trying to gnaw on your hair. Because you'll just kill them.
The point
Boom!
it stops is when I'm dead.
You'll detonate them.
yeah, but
Oh my
just
God.
think about how much hair I could get because I have a lot of health for it to chew through.
We could use that on like an enemy, so maybe they're really weird, right? And you could be like, look, my hair has like empowering qualities or something, and you get them to bite it, and then they just explode.
I think after the
We
first explosion, they'd stop.
We should just get you like a Lecky razor, and you just every time you get in a fight, shave your head.
Oh my
And just AOE explode.
AoE bald! Boom!
Well, that's her last ditch effort sort of thing. If they're
Turn
surrounding
Zara
her
into a
and
WMD.
she's in danger and she feels too threatened, she can cut her hair and everything around her gets damaged. But not her.
Such a
So
genius.
you've essentially got yourself your own protection system already now.
Mm,
It's not a bad thing. Come on, you've got exploding hair that doesn't hurt you and grows back.
Yeah, I would just throw it all the time.
I wouldn't throw it all the time. It just is a good thing to protect you if you're.
But it also hurts,
lots of
didn't it, when they cut Zara's hair?
I mean,
yeah, it did hurt. It hurt me.
Mm.
Why are you guys trying to hurt me? Am I
Oh.
not your friend?
Yeah, like
If
the
it's a
explosion didn't damage it, but it actually just like hurt.
I was more thinking if you're surrounded by lots of things and we can't get to you, you've got a way to damage the whole group of things around you
Mm.
and maybe get a chance to get out for just a little bit of damage to yourself.
Mm.
I don't think it damaged her. I think it just caused her agony.
Like if someone cut your skin instead of cutting your
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah.
The thing is if we're fighting people, and it reaches that point, they're going to cut your skin.
Valid.
Mhm.
Back.
Welcome back. Okay. So which one do we want to go for first? Do we want to go the people looking for the spider, or do we want to look for the people for the meeting?
Find out people.
Yeah, because the meeting one's probably gonna still be a little bit time before they arrive.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Zariel, Linus, and Smith, the most inconspicuous, subtle, stable group of party members.
I'm like the only one who's remotely looking like they can hide, and then we got pink-haired girl with giant guy.
Anime girl. This is the anime cast. We've got the edgelord. We've got the
Sorry.
girl with the weird coloured hair, and we've got the giant.
The titular monster character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys head across town, basically to the blacksmith. Yes, they have closed up, and there's no one there. Smith, would you like to make me a survival check, please, to try and catch the scent? I will give you advantage on this because it's smell.
Nice.
19. They weren't particularly trying to hide it, so yes, you find the scent of. You assume it's the arachne, and it smells of like ironwood and like grease and all that kind of stuff. All the stuff you'd expect to smell in the forge,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's going off in a particular direction.
You know, I probably don't need to, but let's do the weird thing and get down on all fours and follow it like a sniffer dog.
You can look ahead. You've got multiple other heads to look ahead for you. So
I do?
you've also got 2 pig's heads, don't you?
Do I? Yeah?
Except
I
that you
don't
grew
know.
another one, all the flesh fell off it, and then it regrew because you had Hydra.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
remember that.
I do.
You have a pig's head. You have the
You have 2 pig's
lion.
heads, a lion head, a snake head, a goat head, and a human head.
But I can literally just like have the snakehead look around corners while the rest of me is in cover. This is amazing.
It's not that long, unfortunately. The goat head is.
A little tiny stubby snakehead.
The goat head actually is long enough for doing that, though.
Tsuchikana. What the fuck is it? Tsuchinoko real?
Yeah. So yeah, so you see Smith go onto all fours, put his nose into the water. Sort of go this way, or something like that.
Yeah,
And he's-
exactly. Verbatim.
And he sets off in a direction at high speed. Then remembers that you guys cannot keep up with him at high speed, so he moves to your pace.
Guys take such little steps.
Zara and Cab, this is your interactions. Do shit.
Oh, I'm just keeping up with him, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought we were just.
You've got to narrate as
Sorry.
well. You've got to narrate
Wait,
what you're
wait,
doing.
wait. We got to the black, right?
Yeah, you're at the blacksmith. Smith's done weird shit and has gone this way.
Cat, give
Okay.
me a piggyback ride.
Yeah, you go ride the piggy.
Oh, I was talking. Okay,
You to do that.
okay.
These are both about the same size. Him
Yeah.
giving piggyback's not gonna.
I'm gonna go and check out the alleyway because that's where I saw him earlier. So
Okay.
see
He-
if there's any
he's-
signs of stuff.
Make me an investigation check.
Oh,
You go into the
Don't-
wrong
don't
alleyway,
move.
walk into a wall, go back into the right alleyway, knock over like a full stack of ironwood. There's a huge crash. A few dogs start barking. Oh, it's a whole
I
mess.
lose 1 HP.
You just cause like havoc, and it's like if you've seen like in like, Mr. Bean or something where he like touches something and then everything collapses around him just to cause wreckage.
Yeah.
That
And
happens.
then I just like walk sheepishly back in the room. I'm just like, yeah, there's nothing here, guys.
Behind you, the building catches on fire.
Yeah. And I kind of like wince as the noise is going on, you know, like when Pippin pushes the skeleton down.
Yeah, a chicken just runs out of the blacksmith. You're not sure why it was in there. It just runs out in fear.
So yeah. Anyway, he's definitely not back there. Not that I can tell anyway. So, let's follow Smith. He's obviously got a nose for something.
Yep.
Don't go in that room.
Don't go in that building.
There's yeah, for real. I did a good job on it, and I can tell you now, it's all fine.
Death trap. Okay, so Smith carries on. It goes through like a few twists and turns and alleyways and things, and you get to this like real cheap ass boarding house type thing, essentially. Like long, tall building, like the classic ones that you've seen a lot in this town. And yeah, this is where the scent ends.
In the sporting house?
Yeah.
Sentence here.
Cool. I don't know if you heard that giant noise earlier, which definitely wasn't from me, but I don't really feel comfortable about going first into where we're gonna go now. Just again, nothing to do with what happened, or sorry, didn't happen earlier. Just yeah, I feel you're better equipped to do this than me.
Yeah, sure. I'll take the lead on this stealthy mission.
Yeah, well, you know,
15
sometimes you just gotta share the responsibilities, you know?
Like the 15-foot giant pig man in full plate armor stomps forwards on this stealth mission.
Yeah.
The door is a little short for you, but you can get in.
Yeah.
It's built for like arachne and things, after all. And there's a small woman. She is a Lamia. In like a think like holiday rep attire. It's like, how can I help you? She pauses for a moment, with like a rictus on her face, and goes, "How can I help you?"
We're looking for a someone.
Okay. Who?
Oh, what's her name? Connor?
Yeah, he's an arachne.
Yeah, I was working with him at the forge today.
Ah,
We're good friends.
okay, that I suppose, yeah. He's the final room on the right.
Thank you.
Who are you all?
Oh, I'm Smith.
He's Smith. I am his cousin, twice removed on his mother's side.
Whose cousin?
And this is our dear friend, Zariel, who is
The best.
a very normal girl and definitely not explosive. Only in personality.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm going to keep moving because I'm still really shaken from this incident that may or may not have happened, and I can't stop waffling. So
Are you okay? Would you like a cup of tea? You appear to be shaking violently.
You're talking quite a lot too.
Who's shaking? Me? No.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe you should like take them up on like a nice quiet cup of tea. Yeah?
Yeah.
A nice silent quiet cup of tea.
I'm just still feeling too awkward about this thing that didn't happen. You know?
Yes, certainly. Let's go and come into the back room here
Bang.
and have a sit down. You see it's like a small like room with a few like chairs, like armchair type things in, like fairly cheap ones.
Keep any breakable objects away from me, please.
Okay, I'll get you the reinforced teacup.
Bang.
How insecure are you?
I've had a bad 10 minutes.
He didn't make us edgy. Most of the building collapsed. He set a forge on fire.
Everything's gone, you know, to the opposite of what I've been used to training my entire life and doing. So I'm just, you know, recovering.
Trauma. Take 1 madness point from extreme trauma.
Oh man.
Hey, you roleplayed it that way.
You did.
Yeah.
You leant into it too hard.
She's gonna kill me anyway. You know?
Might
Okay.
be really good too.
It is good tea, yes. So you're gonna spend a few minutes in there, just like sitting quietly, rocking back and forwards. And I'm assuming Zariel and Smith are going to go and investigate the final room on the right.
We are.
Okay, how are you gonna do this? You gonna do stealthily? You're literally just gonna stomp down there and kick the door in? What are you gonna do?
Well, I
Can I
mean,
send? Go on.
no, you go first.
No, you go.
I was
You're
gonna
gonna
say
take the next
it's quite late in the evening, so I'm probably gonna like not stealth, but like at least make a concerted effort to not stomp because you know it'd be rude to the people who are sleeping.
Fair
I
enough.
think we should send my pet in to sniff around.
Okay. You can do that.
I guess.
Okay, you're
Unless you have any other ideas.
I was just gonna walk in and knock on the door and see if we could talk to him.
No. Can't, oh wait, my pet can't shapeshift anymore.
correct. It is fairly small still, though.
Okay. Okay, I send it in.
Okay. Your fox cat thing, like, neatly trots over to the door, starts investigating it, sniffing around. It turns its head back to the pair of you and just nods.
So it's safe to enter.
Oh, he's definitely in there, but it's one of the two.
Oh yeah. Hooray. Wait, can't I use my special thing to talk? Oh wait, I can talk to my pet anyway, can't
You
I?
can talk to your pet, it can't talk back.
It just looks at you like, hello.
But it... Is it safe? Nod or shake your head.
It shrugs.
How does a
That's not what I
fox
said.
shrug?
Slap.
Oh, well, I guess we should head on in.
Let's just go in. I mean, I'll just explode everyone.
I feel like there's less drastic measures we can take first, but you know what? You live your best life.
Thank you.
At some point, just try that tactic.
Just explode, just chuck
explode.
myself into
The
people.
next confrontation, just explode before anything happens.
Kaboom.
Kaboom! Kaboom!
Just quietly shuffle down the corridor. You know, being polite.
Okay, the building only shakes a little bit as you quietly walk down this corridor.
As I make an active effort not to shake the building.
Yeah. You're kind of in a small rickety building made of wood on stilts, you have to remember.
Yeah.
And this is one of the cheaper buildings as well. So yeah, you go up to the door. Smith, make me a smell-based perception check.
Okay.
Actually, make me perception checks in general. Zara, make me a hearing one as well.
A hearing one.
Yep.
Excellent.
I should get myself trained in perception, Jesus.
You should.
So, am I doing 2?
No, this is Smith was specifically for the smell one. Yours is basically a hearing one.
Advantage.
Okay, Zara, you can hear snoring inside. There
Do
is
you know,
definitely a
every
person in this
time-
building.
So every time a situation like this happens, where we're going to a room, and there may be someone in there, and they're likely to be sleeping. Do you know what it reminds me of? Did anyone play the first Harry Potter video game?
Philosopher's Stone, yes.
It's like, so on PS1, so you have to like, you know when you're locked in the dungeons, and you have to like sneak into this room, and there's a sleeping troll in the room.
Yes,
And you
I
have
do
to,
remember
like,
that.
Lift up the cage and get the key from under it using Wingardium Leviosa, and it just reminds me of this.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like this reminds me of that. Yeah, I feel like I'm in that over and over again every time this happens.
Okay.
I thought I'd share that with you all.
Yeah, it's fair. I get that.
Glad you did.
That was wholesome.
That was very
Aw.
wholesome.
I was very scared of that game.
Okay.
The knights that came to life and like tried to hack you apart when you were collecting your Bertie Bott's beans were really scary.
Okay, boomer.
Hey, I remember that game as well,
Yes.
to be fair.
It's so cute.
Okay, Jay, you do smell
Yeah?
something. Blood.
Oh.
Definitely in the room.
I guess I'm entering quicker than before.
A
Then.
lot of blood. But the person is storing in there.
Yeah, I'm going in. I'm opening the door.
Okay, it's locked.
Is it though?
I'm basically going, do you want to use force? Because it's a rickety wooden door which you can tear off its hinges easily. It will make
Actually,
noise.
what size are the hinges on?
Left.
What side? Like, as in internal or external hinges?
They are internal.
Ah. So I can't see the hinges. Never mind. If they were external, I could have just taken the pins out and removed the door.
I
Yes,
mean,
could.
you can just go through the door.
I mean, yeah, of course I can. It's it's not a tough door.
It's like, you know the, somebody, that door?
Yeah.
It's that door, essentially.
Oh wow. Okay. Like, I want to get in quickly. So, I'm gonna be nice and clever about this, definitely. And what I'll do is I'll cast silence and then break the door.
That
Wait,
does
what did you cast?
cast silence. So no sound at all.
Oh, that's smart.
Okay, so yes, you cast silence. Everything is now very quiet, and you rip the door bodily off its hinges. And inside the room, it's dimly lit by a couple candles. Very small room. There is a arachne. That is Connor, the one you saw in the forge earlier. Quite comfortably asleep on a small bed. Appears to be snoring still. But silently now. He looks quite contented. The rest of the small room is covered in weird markings, all in blood. Like weird, like ritual cult-looking markings everywhere. On the walls, on the ceiling, there's weird-looking writing everywhere. What languages do you guys speak?
That's a good question.
It's a good cup of tea.
Is this in real life?
No.
In the
Oh.
There you go.
speak French.
He's yeah, all these are in French.
I'm gonna start listing my languages.
I speak Common, Draconic, and a Giant because
Okay,
I'm a Chad.
It's none of them.
I know, but those are some pretty Chad languages.
They're the languages I
God.
usually pick, so I can appreciate that. If you add Sylvan to that list, that is literally the 4 go-to languages I have, usually.
They didn't have enough to get Sylvan.
I have those 4, Sylvan and Abyssal, and that's my list.
Hmm.
Zariel, what languages do you speak?
Cat language.
Everyone speaks that. Meow.
She speaks the actual language that the Savannah speak, though.
That one.
I mean, you can speak it, but she can understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you call
Fairy
me?
language.
Yeah, Sylvan.
Told you meow meow.
Zariel has
And-
Sylvan.
You know, all of the cool languages.
This is important. I really need you to say which languages you speak.
Oh my god. All the languages in the world because I have that spell that allows me to speak to things in other tongues.
Yeah, but this is reading.
You have comprehend languages. Comprehend languages is the one that lets you understand them but not speak them.
Latin, I don't know, is Latin.
Latin. You don't
What-
speak
what-
Latin in Geddon because
Proficiency in
Geddon,
languages.
Latin is the Romans never existed.
I don't know.
Be on
Okay.
your cart.
Give me a second.
on
I'm
your
gonna just
character
grab
sheet.
Zara's
Oh.
character sheet.
Could someone help? I'm just
Give me
making
a
this
minute.
stuff up.
Okay, you speak
Oh.
Common and Sylvan.
Is it you propose?
No, she
No.
speaks Elvish.
Does she speak Elvish?
I spoke in Elvish to her once.
You spoke to Elvish to the elf.
That makes so
Aye.
much more sense.
Oh dear.
Because I'm the one who.
Yeah, she can
Speaks
speak
Elvish.
Fey. She can't speak Elvish, which is one of the languages they use in Neria.
I don't think I speak anything.
You speak Common.
Yeah, that's it.
I think you might have got an extra language for smuggler, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I've never spoken languages with you.
But yeah,
Please
it's
can.
none of those languages, so you have no idea what these weird markings on the walls are, but they don't look great. They look kind of shady. There is magic radiating off them. And they're in blood, which is never a good sign.
I don't necessarily know comprehend language. Do you have the spell comprehend languages, perhaps?
It's silent, remember?
I
I have
know.
a tongue spell.
He has the other version.
Tongues is a much higher spell. Jeez.
I think I have that.
You have tongues. You definitely have tongues.
I have tongues, see?
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not
Like
really
I'm
useful.
not good enough to do these things.
Yeah,
God.
unfortunately, that's not really useful in
The
this
tongues
situation
doesn't quite help here, no.
because you can't talk to the wall.
Quick in context questions. Is any of the symbols resemble the bull with the blood dripping out, the tattoo one?
They need to make me investigation checks if they want to learn that.
You know, I do want to learn that.
I'm sipping my tea this whole time.
Yeah, you're not here. Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
not here.
I
I'm
have
just looking
no idea.
17 heads, 48 eyes, but can't see one symbol.
Can't see one cow.
Oh, you try and see one symbol when you're looking through like 70 odd eyes at once.
Wow, someone's getting touchy.
Zara, it's you do as well.
What do I do?
Roll me investigation, please.
Oh, investigation. Yes, yes. No advantage. Sad
I
times.
want Zara
14.
to-
Yes, she does succeed.
I do.
There are
succeed.
a few in places of that symbol.
So I just see some symbols.
You see
Oh.
the bull's head symbol with the blood
Oh,
dripping out of its
God.
jaws.
I don't like that.
It's not a nice symbol.
Is the blood, how fresh is it? How, like, is it dried?
No.
No.
It's dripping.
Does Snake not Snake, does Spider McGee look like he's got, blood on him?
No.
I don't think he was the one who put these here, which is still concerning.
Very heavy sleeper.
Yeah.
Well, there is some blood in because it's like dripped onto him from the ceiling and things. But
So, whilst we're all nice and silenced, I think I'm gonna, just gently wake the Spider-Man up.
okay.
Yeah.
Roll me a sleight of hand check. Yay! You are sleight of hand.
Have enough of them.
Good answer.
And you don't hit him with the hand that could probably annihilate him.
Okay. He wakes up like a bit groggily for a moment, looks up at you, looks at Zariel, seems to realise that you're in his room, and pulls a dagger out from under his bed.
Oh shit.
I put my finger up like, shh, shh, shh. Like, has he noticed all the gross blood? I mean, it might be him.
He hasn't
You
glanced
couldn't
at
scream
it
if you
at all.
Yeah, I'll put my finger up and be like, shush, and then point at the wall. Like, no, I'm not reacting to him pulling out a knife on me, because I'm not trying to attack him yet.
He glances at the wall and just raises the dagger at you.
This is stressful.
You know what, I'm just gonna fucking pick him up.
Just bonk him.
Okay. Then he's going to roll an attack.
That's fine.
38 to hit.
Yeah, squeaks on through.
You take 7 magical piercing damage. And
Mhm.
roll me a constitution save. Yeah, roll me a constitution save, please. Con save 15 does not make it. Out of the knife wound, a huge, like, rupturous explosion blasts out of your body and knocking you into a wall. You take 65 points of necrotic damage
That's an amount.
and are knocked prone.
What the fuck?
Roll
Oh,
initiative,
quiet.
everybody.
Yeah.
Linus, you have no idea this is going on because they're in silence still.
Yeah, I'm just sipping my tea.
I lost my initiative.
I'm getting
I mean-
calm.
Oh, there it is.
I just took like 75 damage. There's no way my silence is still up.
Oh yeah, fair point actually. You can roll for it though.
What? I just clicked. It said.
It worked. You got 10. I also forgot to put the initiative tracker up. I just realised.
Oh.
And we
Silence
haven't
is
our tokens up either.
silence is concentration, and I need to roll over half the damage, and it was a 65. No,
Yeah.
it'd be like 6.
You need
so
to roll like
it
a
was
30 odd.
65, so I need to roll like 32. I don't think I can.
Smith.
I mean, with a net 20, you can.
Yeah, if you nat 20, you auto pass.
I mean, I guess I'll click it anyway. Only a 30. It was a 19.
That was close, yeah. Okay, there's your character things down there, by the way. But yeah, silence is down, but the explosion already went off by that point. So.
Zara, would you please roll initiative again?
Oh, again?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
are
that
taking the
you're in
10,
turn order.
but... Linus, roll initiative
Yeah,
as well.
Again.
But
Why does it say turn tracker?
you have to click
Yeah,
your,
click on the-
you have to click your
Yeah,
icon.
Token.
Yeah.
Oh, at the bottom, that
Yeah.
thing. How do you do that?
Click it.
Okay.
Oh, this doesn't scroll down properly.
Yeah, probably.
Can someone click it for me?
No, you have to click it because
It doesn't work otherwise.
Okay, I need to plug my mouse in. Hang on.
If I do that, okay.
Yes, you did.
Mayhem.
1 second, guys. Oh. Oh, it works now. Hang on. Which one's my token?
One of them.
I can't click on any of them. Oh, I clicked it.
Yeah, the one that you can control, that one's you.
So I just clicked on the token. Is that all I have to do?
Click on the token, then press initiative again.
Okay. Ow. Excuse me. No, it's still not working.
Did you select click off the token? You see the three like red, there's a red thing, a green thing, and a blue thing, right?
Mhm.
Those three things should be up. Then you click initiative.
How do I still not know how to do this?
It's been a while, admittedly.
Yeah, I just don't know what's wrong with me. Did it work? Oh, it worked. I heard
Hey!
the drop thing. Oh shit! No, that's not fair.
No, Zara, we're taking your first one, don't worry. Also, I don't
Okay,
actually have to
fine.
order initiative because it's already in order.
It literally didn't matter.
you roll progressively worse.
Yeah.
It works every time.
No, she
Yeah,
got
but
an
it's
8.
literally-
She got an 8 after the 5.
Yeah, but
It
Yeah,
was-
but it didn't matter.
I had
She
a
had
10
a 10 before,
first.
and the 10 was the lowest, and
Yeah.
anything below that.
So yeah,
is the last place.
Smith, it is your turn. You've just been knocked prone and stabbed violently, and a few of your organs are hanging out.
Wonderful.
go, Smith, go.
Well, I'm first, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, well, the silence is down,
Mhm.
so I'm gonna, you know, I guess I'll ask him, did you draw these, pointing at the shit on the walls?
He doesn't respond. There is froth on his mouth though.
Raw? Like, oh
Rabid.
God, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna knock this guy out. It's fine.
Three,
No.
oh, this.
You know, I'll be a little bit mad about it. I'll bitch slap him with the dragon talon.
Oh, fuck.
We'll see if he's. I'm trying for non-lethal.
Please don't
Oh.
kill him
A
immediately.
natural 1!
It's amazingly unnatural.
You missed!
God, he's gonna hurt himself, isn't he?
Oh.
Hilariously, no, he does something very funny though. So you take a big swipe with the dragon hand, just as like a get off me.
Yeah.
Miss him completely because the room is very small, and you put your hand through the wall, and it is now stuck.
Oh.
So your hand is now in the neighbouring room. You hear a scream from the neighbouring room.
Sorry, the rooms are just very small.
And yeah, you have now one arm trap, and it's going to take a strength check, an action to be a strength check to unrestrain it essentially.
And you know what? Just while I'm at it, let's just
I'm sure you have enough
I have like 10 points
ways
in
to
natural.
attack as well. You don't need that dragon hand.
I have 10 points of natural magic. I can do something, probably. Well, I did just... What's the wall made out of? Wood? No
Wood.
stone in there?
Yeah, it's all wood. This isn't
Any
even ironwood, it's
stone
just wood.
nearby?
No, you're in a swamp.
No. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, I guess that's it.
You have another attack. You can.
He
I
doesn't,
don't
he's a
have
cleric.
extra attack. I'm a cleric.
Alright. Thought you had 2 attacks.
No.
I could if I wanted to cast, like, spiritual weapon, but... No.
Yeah, I guess that's you then, Smith.
Yeah.
It's the Spider-Man's turn. Okay.
I need to like find my way to the room.
You definitely heard of Smith put his hand through a wall and go, "It's alright!" And
Yeah.
the scream.
And that takes me out of my shock, and I'm like, that team is damn good. Let's go kick some ass.
Is it, "Oh, what's happening?" Is the clerk, essentially. Okay.
I don't know what it is, but it wasn't me, and I'm gonna go make sure it's under control.
Okay, the spider, the arachne man. He looks around the room. He notices Zariel. He's basically thinking that Smith is basically taken care of, at least for the moment. And he's going to take a stab at you, Zariel.
Yeah.
26 to hit. Which I believe
Oh,
hits. I actually don't remember what your armor is.
Let me have a look and tell you. It is 50. I feel like it's gone up from 15. That can't be right. Is it really 15?
What are you wearing? Armor-wise.
Stuff.
That's always convenient.
Load.
Innocuous stuff.
Should I have written this down somewhere?
Yes.
I haven't written anything
Here
down.
we go.
I thought
You're just wearing a standard shit, aren't you?
Yeah, you've
I
got the,
know,
you
it's
go
in-
back, because I already had it on the, it was on the middle page.
yeah.
You've got the gauntlet, which is increasing your AC
Yeah.
by 3, and I think that's it. Yeah.
So that's a 18 then.
I have a cloak. I have my special cloak.
That doesn't give you armor, I don't think, does it? No, it's an offensive cloak. No, it's 15 including that, because she's not wearing armor, because she's a sorcerer.
Oh.
Because she has a base of 12 with her dexterity.
Then, yeah, 15 checks out.
Yep, you got 15 armor. So yeah, that hits. And you take a grand total of 11 piercing damage. That's it.
Oh, so I just go down 11.
Yep, and he needs to roll a dice for something.
Man, I think I had the poison.
Maybe. Roll a d6.
Probably for the best, but I woke him up, huh?
It recharges for next turn.
Wow, it recharges the poison. Okay.
It's not a poison. It's something.
Definitely is a poison.
It just blew out most of your internal organs, dude. That's one hell of
I
a
know.
poison.
Want that knife?
And
Nice.
next, he is going to cast a spell at you, Zara. Make me an intelligence save, please.
Okay.
Nice, you
that's
pass.
Nice.
No effect.
Good.
Okay, that's him done. Linus, it is your turn.
Am I in the room now?
No,
No.
you're like a good
Okay.
80 feet away.
Oh, I thought I had. I thought I was second with initiative.
No, the
Oh,
monster.
he was attacking her. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, he was attacking. He got
Okay.
basically a surprise round because
Alright.
Hal Smith was basically not wanting him to fight.
Okay, well, I guess I'll head out of my room and head towards the scene of the noise. Can I see into the room from
Not at all.
how far I can move?
How much movement do you have?
Alright. 30
Probably
speed.
30.
No, then you are 20 short.
Yeah,
Even
with a
when you
dash.
sprint.
Yeah, even with a dash.
Okay, well then I guess I'll just do that and then wait my turn.
Zariel, it's your turn. Dude just stabbed you.
Okay, well, I'm going to, let me see. What's this guy wearing?
Pajamas.
What is he?
He's an arachnid. He's basically a spider centaur.
Spider. Yep. Okay. Like that woman in the pub.
Yes. And the
Well,
barman,
not
actually, in the
people
pub
we met.
as well.
Yeah.
You met a few of them.
Was the barman in the pub? Oh, I thought it was just the woman who worked there.
No,
The
different
bar
pub.
woman.
The bar woman in a
Oh.
different pub was also an arachnid.
The first pub we went
Yeah.
to. Yeah.
So
Okay,
he's a lot smaller and scrawnier than they were, though.
so I don't have my sword anymore. Do I still have a sword?
You have it on you. It doesn't get you the regen anymore.
Right, cool. Okay, well, I'm gonna use my sword. How far away am I from...
He's in your face.
He's currently
Okay.
stabbing you in the shoulder.
Yeah, alright, okay, I'm gonna use my sword to chop off 4 of his legs.
Okay.
Wow.
You
Roll
don't
me
have
a
a verbal
cold
sword.
shot, then, I guess. I will say,
What?
Zara, remember you have spells. I just wonder.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that first, and then I'm gonna do some spell stuff.
You can only do an
Yeah.
attack.
Oh, shit. Okay, fine, then. Forget that. I'm gonna
Freeze
go
fast.
for... Yeah, well, I was thinking either freeze him, or I could use polymorph to transform him into a fish.
That would work, I guess, in theory.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he'll die because he's not in water.
He
No,
changes
you
out of
can't
fish
form.
form.
He transforms back to polymorph. Works as they transform into the animal. They have the hit points of the animal, and once those hit points are gone, they turn back to what they were originally.
Okay, fine, then maybe I'll just use a giant fireball.
But you could use polymorph
Oh,
to turn them
you-
into something
Yeah.
small.
Don't stop her! Don't stop her!
I mean, you could do the polymorph thing to disarm him.
Okay, I'll do that.
Could work. Fireball
Don't
is a great idea for outside.
Don't stop her from
Yeah.
using a fireball in a very small enclosed space with multiple allies in it, in a wooden building.
And my explosive hair.
Your hair.
No, maybe he'll stab my hair, and then he'll, like, get kaboomed.
Yeah, that is a natural occurrence in fights, is that they stab your hair.
They go for the hair.
He might. You don't know. Okay, should I use... Okay, I'll use polymorph. How do I
Okay.
do that?
You click polymorph in your spell list.
Pick an animal that you want to turn them into.
I have to
Press
click
the
an
button.
animal.
No,
No,
click the
just
spell so we
pick
can
an
see the full
animal.
thing, and then
Yeah.
you say the animal.
How do I click it?
Literally go into your spell list,
I'm in my spell list.
click the spell,
I'm clicking the spell.
click the name.
Oh, here we go. Thanks. I was clicking the wrong name. I do that every time.
There you go, polymorph.
And you can specify what kind of animal you want to turn them into.
I'm
Please
going
make
to
it
turn him
something
into
you could pick up and bring with you.
a snail.
Yeah, that'll work. What's your spell save DC, Zara? It should be on your final page.
15.
15?
Oh
Okay.
my god, turn yourself into a snail, that'd be hilarious.
Why would I do that?
Shit happens, right?
He hard rolled a 16.
Are you joking?
Nope. He resists your spell.
Fine, fine. I've still got my pet though.
You do have your pet.
Yeah, I want to find out what it does now, so it doesn't change into anything. So what does it do?
Okay. You can tell it to get him if you want, and you'll find out.
Go get him. Sick.
Okay.
It throws up on the spot.
Sort of does, actually. Okay. What you see, this tiny fox which is in the doorway. It scratches its ear for a brief moment. Then it looks up. It's this cutest little expression. It opens its mouth really wide. Like, it looks like it's yawning. And out of
what
its
is
mouth,
that?
a massive rainbow blast just smashes into him through the outside wall.
Ooh.
Basically think, I'm a fire in my laser! Bwap! But a rainbow.
It casts Hyper Beam.
It cast, something. If you remember the name of the character that Zariel spoke to, you might actually have an idea where the idea of that attack came from.
Wow.
It's an old meme, but it checks out.
Yeah, I know what you're on about.
Yep.
But chicks out.
What?
Think of a rainbow meme.
The Nyan Cat meme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Nyan Cat?
What was the name of the character you met, Zara, other than it's me? Because she did actually
Me?
say what you can tell. You can call me this.
I don't fucking
Yeah.
know.
Nyan.
Oh my god, it was Nyan. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at me. Okay, cool. Oh,
clever.
I knew without even knowing.
Your deity is Nyanas.
No, it's not. It's a different creature, and it's not at all copywritten in any way by anyone. It is an elder god that is based on multiple characters. The Nyan Cat and Nyanas are two of them. There are more than that.
Yes. That one.
They're all based on a lot of things. But yeah, that hits him. Zara, I need you to roll me. This is the big version of it, because it's the first time using it. This particular attack, by the way, Zara, can be used once per long rest. This is a freebie. Okay?
Mhm.
But you can use it once more. Before you have to sleep, essentially. Roll me... what would it be? Because 3 of that... 60 d20, please.
What the hell?
D20.
No.
60
Attack.
D20.
Please.
16
Do I have to
or
write
6-0.
slash roll?
Slash roll space 60d20.
There you go.
683 damage. Yeah, he's dead.
I don't think that could ever be non-lethal.
I killed him.
You
No,
obliterated.
your pet killed him.
Yeah,
Great.
My pet is an extension of me.
Yeah, you killed him. He's
There's,
fine.
Thanks.
there's also a hole in the back of the building. It
Oh
was
my
making a
God.
massive booming noise as it fired out.
I'm gonna have to make a story about the mess comment when we leave.
The next
No.
building over has a big hole in it now. As does the building behind that. And the building behind that. And then the building
That's out of
behind that has one
curiosity.
wall missing, and there's some very terrified people.
Yeah, just out of curiosity, are there casualties?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, you're getting into trouble.
Sarah, you did bad.
We're gonna end up in a
Why
Right,
did I
right.
do bad?
I
No,
will
did
say-
good.
Do you think
Normally,
the guys in the tavern can hear this?
I will say as well, normally that has a save.
You rolled only 4 1s and 5 20s.
You rolled very well. The vast majority of that was above 10. So, yeah. Normally that is lower damage, but I wanted to give you a fun one to open it up. He is a body. Still,
Is there a body?
there is a body.
Because it came out of the little fox's mouth, it's not going to cover his entire body.
Yeah, he's missing like his his lower body essentially. His torso is still intact.
Been blasted away.
You got rid of all of his legs, just like you said
Yeah.
you would. Jesus. This bitch scary.
For reference, by the way, that was 20d20 thunder damage, 20d20 force damage, and 20d20 what was the final one? Radiant damage.
Remind me not
But-
to get on your pet's bad
But they
side.
weren't in any way resistant to any of them, so I had to roll it together.
I'll give him a snack now.
It's just happily, the fox is just happily sitting there, and looking up to you. So it's like,
I
didn't-
did good.
Yeah, pretty much that's its expression.
I
Yeah,
could
you
do.
did good. What a great pet.
It wags its
So
tail.
good. Tails.
Yeah, it wags its tails.
We needed to question him.
Too late.
I mean,
No
bring
shit.
a body with you.
Don't fuck with me.
Yeah, you don't say.
Yeah.
Bwah!
I like the polymorph plan way better.
I just kind of walk to the room and I'm like, yeah, I figured something like this would happen.
You saw the like after effects of that
I just saw a beam of light in the room.
Well, I think he was part of a cult, or at the very least, under some sort of horrific cultish effect.
Let's see if we can find his shoulder.
His shoulder's still there, like the upper half of his, like his human torso, from like the rib cage up is fine.
I guess check him for a tattoo.
Okay, investigation.
Oh god.
Just bring the body, please.
Oh yeah, let us just casually walk this body out of here.
I
Do we even need this
whatever you
comfort?
do,
Do we
the
even
city
need
has
this
been
conversation in the
blasted with
bar
a
now?
rainbow shot.
They can just come along and plonk the body in the bar. There's a person who wanted you.
Linus did find there is a tattoo on his shoulder.
Damn, that's another one.
Well, I suppose that answers our question of what we do. We tell the three people, but, you know, there's a cult after them.
After them or after us, I don't know.
Probably both of this.
Okay, and because of requests that we end at 9, I'll actually call it there with that atrocity. Congratulations!
I don't think you even need the bar scene anymore.
Yay!
You still do because you guys are unaware if anything else happens.
I
Zara
won!
did a result for this.
I win! I win everything!
I knew you were gonna do something interesting with the change.
It doesn't.
I
No,
didn't
as I said,
expect
it doesn't.
Rainbow laser death.
It doesn't
being
normally
extreme.
do quite that much damage, but I wanted to have it be a bit of a show-off moment. And to be fair, he was probably dead anyway because the guy had 20 hit points total.
Fair enough.
Damn, Connor the Black.
I think if Smith clipped him there with the dragon claw.
Oh yeah, 100%. I was expecting Smith to kill him.
By accident, yeah.
The dude had an AC of 20, so anything but a natural 1 hit him.
I mean, I was a little angry.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Dragon Talon damage isn't that bad, right?
Smith gets guts blown out and a little angry. Zara gets a little scratch and goes pet destroy.
Obliterate! Exodia! Obliterate! Yes, that was Geddon, the center of magic today, everybody. That happened. Not gonna lie, I expected more or less that. So yes, thank you very much for watching. Thank you, my players, for being here and realizing that you guys have some serious firepower now.
Mm-hmm.
Go, dog, hare, fox, thing, blast.
Okay, thank you very much for watching. So, I'll be back on Monday. These guys will be back in 2 weeks. Apart from Bob will be back next Friday.
Yeah. And probably during the week as well.
Probably, honestly. I think James is planning a session. So,
Well,
thank you very much for watching. Have a fantastic evening. Every single one of you keep playing mini games, keep being awesome. You guys are the best on the Switch. Have a fantastic evening. Good night.
bye.
Bye!
Bye.